Hey y'all, good morning. Okay, we are here today and we're going to be talking about men have different reasons for asking inappropriate questions. And I really didn't realize this until I literally was thinking about it and how men react to certain things. So, we're going to get into that. Y'all get in, y'all click like, leave a little comment. Okay, because I have something to show y'all real quick and wait for y'all to get in. But we have a young lady, and she is a sprinkle girl. She has a business, and her business name is Conjure Kitchen. And she sells vegan and supplements and stuff like that. So she sells golden sea moss. If you guys are into health, it says makes 48 ounces of St. Lucian sea moss gel. Blend with equal parts of distilled spring water and desired consistency. Keep refrigerated. So if y'all are into sea moss, definitely hit up Conjure Kitchen. She also makes seasoning packets. And this is some low sodium taco seasoning. So this is one of our Sprinkle Girls business. And the name of this is Sacred Dust, which is hilarious. But it's literally vegan taco seasoning with low sodium. So we love a sprinkle entrepreneur. She also has a book called Viva La Vegan. It's a Mexican inspired vegan plant-based cookbook on Amazon, and I did link her in the description bar. She's the first link. Both of her links are there. So this is her. Y'all shout out. Her name is, oh, I don't know if she put her name on here, but definitely Conjure Kitchen, and she wrote me a little card. So y'all go check out her store. I linked it here in the first comment. In the first bar on the description, and I'll get it again. Hold on one second. So, it's Kitchen Conjure. Or am I saying it backwards? It's Kitchen and Conjure. Let's see if we can find her online. And I can just, here it is. So I'm going to just link it here for y'all. If y'all want to go check out her website. She is a sprinkle girl, and she's an entrepreneur. Started her own business. Got her money up. And now, okay, so her name is Keisha. So thank you, Miss Keisha. I appreciate you. She sent me gifts as well. She sent me a gift card. And I was so surprised when she sent me this other gift. She knows me so well. So I got another gift. What do y'all think it is? Can y'all guess? The t-shirt. Can you guess what kind of t-shirt it is? So Kitchen Conjure sent me some of their products that I'm going to test out. But they also sent me this lovely, beautiful gift of my man. Okay. And I'm going to wear this all the time. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle. Hee. Thank you, girl. You know what? When I opened that, I was so surprised. I was like, a Michael Jackson t-shirt. She knows me so well. And a gift card. Okay, that's very generous. That's very nice. And so I really appreciate you. Y'all go get your golden sea moss. Y'all go get your taco seasoning. What else does she have on her store? She has sea moss gel. She has books, t-shirts. So y'all go support her. Kitchen Conjure. Sprinkle. She also has social media if y'all want to follow. kitchenconjure.com, and it's just a veteran. It's a veteran-owned vegan meal delivery and health supplements if you live local. So thank you, girl. I appreciate you. All right. Okay, let's get into it. So this morning I was live on TikTok, and some Dusty came in there, and they were just mad and just spewing out all this terrible things about women and body count and all this kind of stuff. And it never really occurred to me why men do this, besides the reason that they, don't like women. But there was another reason that came into my mind. And I was like, Okay, if I were a man, why would I be overly concerned about body count and women wanting me for my money and da 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 da? So I thought about it. I'm like, well, if I had a peanut versus a cucumber, I'd probably be very concerned about body count, because if it ever comes to their turn to roll around on the mattress, the woman is not going to feel anything, let alone feel anything for them, unless they can spend a huge amount of money to compensate. So I figured these guys are like middle class or below middle class and only have a pocket peanut, and so that's why they ask. That's why they ask. And I'm like, you know what? That makes perfect sense, because I was like, why do these men care? They be rolling around on the mattress with anything moving. And I'm like, well, why do they care about how many men that women have been with? And why do they feel like a woman has been devalued? Do they feel the same thing about gay men? If a gay man lies with another gay man, is he devalued? I don't know. So I thought about it. I'm like, well, they're working with pocket peanuts instead of cucumbers. That's why they're so upset. So for all pocket peanuts, I apologize from the bottom of my heart for your condition, and also for you needing to know that very vital information when it comes to how many women or how many men that women have been with. I totally understand now. I totally understand. It doesn't devalue the women. What it does, it makes your job harder. So I get it. So if you don't want to put in all your effort sweating on the mattress, rolling around on the mattress, and the girl doesn't even make a sound, I feel you. Because if I were born a man and that happened to me, I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably switch teams too. I don't know. So it's funny how when it comes to relationships, when it comes to men asking inappropriate questions to women, they don't like, why don't do gay men ask about body count? I'm just asking, like, are there any gay men in the comments that can help me out? Because I don't know. Do gay men ask about body count? Are you devalued as a man if you lay down with another man? And if your numbers are high, do you get devalued? I don't know. Because I'm asking that question because I just want to know, is it because of pocket peanut syndrome? All right. So now we know. Ladies, I've done the research. I figured it out. They're working with pocket peanuts. Okay. They don't understand, you know, why they were, born that way, but they got to work with what they got, I guess. But if they had some money, women would definitely overlook the pocket peanut, and they could compensate them in other ways, such as shopping, bill pay, vacations, cash. So I feel like a lot of people have double standards when it comes to women, and they just want you to feel a certain way about what you've done with certain men, because you can't, you know, as a man, you can't impress a woman barely at all anyway, unless you're spending money on her, let alone on the mattress if you're working with a pocket peanut. So now I understand why these men have to ask all these questions. Another question that is inappropriate that men ask is, what do you bring to the table? It's because they need help, and they don't want to spend their hard-earned one stream of income on you, because they're PPP, paycheck to paycheck peanut, okay? So they worked all week for that money, and they don't want to throw it away on you, so they want something in return, because they only have that little one stream of income that's not guaranteed forever. So that's why they ask what you bring to the table, because if they fall off, if they get fired, if they decide to quit their job one day, they want to know if you can hold up the rent, or what you can do for them in case their one little stream of income that's dangling by a thread falls off. So that's how you know to get up. Okay, lower chance of boring the best in bed. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Well, wonderful. Okay, so yeah, this is why they ask those questions. They're worried about their money and their pocket peanut. So that's why I'm telling y'all, those questions are literally a red flag to get up and walk away. Because you're not dealing with a financially responsible man that is confident within himself 100%. You're dealing with insecurities based on physical things and financial things. So that is your cue, ladies, to get up and leave. The inappropriate questions are an indicator of what this man actually is able to do for you and what he thinks of himself. Okay. So when you hear those words, what do you bring to the table? This is what they translate into. I have one stream of income dangling, and I don't want to spend my hard earned money on you and get with you and fall in love with you, and I lose my one stream of income dangling, and you can't take care of me. That's all that means. Okay. And the other thing, what's your body count? It means I have a pocket peanut and I don't think I'm going to be able to impress you if you've had a couple of cucumbers. That's all it means. Okay. So now you understand how to read between the lines. I hope y'all wrote that down and I hope y'all understand and y'all don't come back and ask me what to do when they say this and when they say that. Because I'm going to refer you back to this video. Okay. If y'all have any other questions that you deem inappropriate, that are not like overly inappropriate, that you can ask, I will definitely try my best to translate what they really mean. In my opinion, of course. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because a lot of y'all don't understand that these men are literally walking around with mini-sized things. Okay. So I know as women, we don't think about those things because we don't have to. Okay. Men do. Men are constantly comparing themselves and wondering if they're enough in other ways. Yes, when they ask your body count, it's because they have a pocket peanut and they don't want to, or risk not pleasing you because you rolled around with a couple of cucumbers. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, what about women that hit the wall after 25? Women after 25 start wanting big ticket items that men can't afford and don't want to invest in. So this is why men say that women hit the wall after 25, because after 25, women start to want to settle down. They want to start to get a house in the suburbs. They want to start get, luxury vehicles. They want to start, settling down, getting married, maybe starting to have kids at a certain point, or at least looking to it. And up until the age of 25, men can't really, impress women with their finances if they're close to the same age. So if you're dating a 25-year-old and you're a 25-year-old, how's he supposed to impress you when you're ready to move to the suburbs, retire, and start having babies when he's barely entering into his career making 4 or 5 figures? So they tend to want to date younger because they can afford younger. And instead of, finding other streams of income or ways to make more money, they just tell the woman that they're not all that after the age of 25 because they can't afford them after the age of 25 and they cannot impress them after the age of 25 like an older man can. Because once a woman gets 25, she can literally date pretty much a 45-year-old, a 50-year-old, and get all bills paid, be on vacation, shopping and sipping, Mai Tai somewhere while this dude is still, in the bars picking up 20-year-olds. So 21-year-olds and impressing her by taking her to the movies. So it's very different when it comes to women. We have a biological clock and therefore we're trying to move along ahead faster than these men are and faster than their pockets are able to. Okay. What if he asks, why would a rich man marry you? Say, okay, if he said, why would a rich man marry you? You know what? For many reasons that you'll never find out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But a lot of times a rich man doesn't look like he thinks in his mind looks. A rich man could be an old man shaking with liver spots. A rich man can be someone in a wheelchair rolling around. A rich man can be someone looking like who did it and why and just wants a companion. You know, when men think about rich men, they think of tall, successful man wearing a suit that has all these girls, crowding around his sports car. That's one type of rich man. But there's other types of rich man as well. There's old rich men. There's ugly rich men. So explain to him kindly, there's different types of rich men. Sprinkle, sprinkle, in different ages. They don't understand. See, men and women think totally different. When you say a rich man, they envision a tall, successful man. They imagine themselves if they were rich. They don't imagine their grandpa. They don't imagine, Quasimodo. They imagine themselves because they're very self-centered. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said 5'3" rich man. Okay. Yes, exactly. Mini rich man. Okay, what's another question? Because some of y'all, I want to help y'all because when these guys start to feel insecure, they literally just project back on you to make you feel bad about having standards that they can never, ever, ever reach. Okay? So I'm going to tell you what they're really saying. They're really saying they can't handle it. They can't reach them standards. Why would a rich man marry you, sir? Why aren't you a rich man? That's the better question. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You've heard why we said eggs don't age. That's true, but bodies do. Women don't have a biological clock on their eggs, but they have a biological clock on their bodies. You know menopause? You know what menopause is? Do you know what fertility rates are? Yeah. Eggs have nothing to do with it. That's why people freeze their eggs. But what I'm telling y'all is there's a certain number of eggs, because I took biology, believe me. I took biology for many years. I have, yeah. So there are a certain number of eggs. There are a certain number of prime eggs. And there are a certain number of years in which between you can give birth successfully to a healthy offspring. So there is a clock in some form or fashion. There is one. Men in their 70s can still create offspring. But women in their 70s, not so much. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You said, what if you the ugly friend? How are you the ugly friend? If you're by yourself, you're just a person. Okay? Stop hanging around people that look better than you if you're the ugly friend. All right. That's common sense. Like if you the ugly friend, you go out alone to where men will find you attractive still. So let's just say you're ugly, right? Compared to your friend. I'm not saying you're ugly. I'm just saying compared to your friend, you're ugly. If you go out alone, you might look good compared to whatever else is there. So start going out alone. Go out, find an uglier friend. I don't know. Find an ugly one. Okay. By the way, thank y'all so much for buying my merch. That's one of my merch dealers, and she's telling me that people are loving the new merch and they're leaving kind messages. And now we're going to expand to doing some like nicer nicer things or some t-shirts and stuff like that with some of my quotes on them. So if y'all have not picked up your Sprinkle merch, this is a ponytail hat. I didn't get to show this to y'all when I was wearing it the other day. But see how you can wear a high ponytail, a low ponytail, and then this is a Velcro brand. I mean, Velcro thing. So you can wear your hair down or in a high ponytail or a low ponytail. These are stretch. It's a trucker hat, so that's the inside. And so it looks like on the bottom. So it's really good quality, and this is like a little patch sewn on. So it's very high quality. It says dust-free era. Y'all want to get that for the fall. This is so cute for the fall, right? So with some jeans and a cute sweater, this is cute. All right. And then, of course, we have our blanket. Oh, snap. There, we got our blanket for the fall. This is like a velour, like very thick, heavy, high quality blanket, and it has the patch on there with the hardware. So this is a high quality item, and it's very, very soft. Okay, this is like high quality. Like this is like very nice, giving butter. So get you one of them for the cozy season. And of course, last but not least, we have our Sprinkle wine tumbler or drink tumbler. And it's like a really pretty rose gold or copper color with a lid. And it's stainless steel on the inside. Yo man interrogates and asks who I met when I was out and if they're cute and what they look like. Girl, you need to have a whole good story when you get home. Sprinkle. Is your boyfriend or your husband? Hold on, what you said? Your man. I don't know what that is. I guess is that your husband or your boyfriend? Because we can get them. If it's your boyfriend, say, oh, I met this one guy and he's like he officiates weddings. And he gave me his card and he said, if you ever need me to do your wedding, definitely call. He's gay, by the way. So he does weddings. Like start talking about stuff you do not want to hear about and he will never ask you again. Oh, and then I met this one lady and she's she works at a clinic that does colon cleansing, and she asked if if I needed any colon cleanse, and she said it's buy one get one free. So do you want to go? And then I ran into this other man. He was actually in a wheelchair and he whistled at me and I was appalled. But, I mean, who can blame him? I look good, right? So let me think. Who else? Oh, this one really short guy, but he drove a Lamborghini, but he was really short. Maybe that's how he fit so well in there. But anyway, this really short guy drove a Lamborghini. He was looking at me, but his neck probably started to hurt when he got about here. So that's who. I don't know his name though. Like he didn't talk to me. So do y'all want to go? Do you want to go get the colon cleanse? I got the 2-for-1 coupon. Start making up stuff, man. Just why not have fun with it? If he's gonna interrogate you every time, at least make it entertaining. If you're gonna get interrogated every time you leave your house, make it funny. Make it interesting. Tell him a story. Give him something to think about that ain't true. He's going to stop believing you anyway. He's going to stop asking. Sprinkle. Just start asking just start telling him stuff that don't sound even real. Just do it for the plot. Yeah. There was this one man that came up to me and he was really nice, but then I realized it was a woman. I kept calling him he and they were smiling still. But anyway, Just keep going. Just make it up, girl. Just make it interesting. He's gonna be getting all mad about this man, and then the plot twist is it was a girl. Girl. Yeah, there was this one person that came up to me like, and they were just so nice, complimenting me left and right, telling me I was like so beautiful. And I thought this dude was like getting ready to propose or something. And then I realized when they started like, walking, I could totally tell. I was like, oh my gosh, it's a woman. And I've been calling him the whole time, and they did not correct me. Oh well. He getting mad for nothing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do I do if he provides but won't let me get a job for extra money? Get a man for extra money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get you an extra sugar daddy on the side that gives you money. Write a book online. Work online. You don't need a job. You just need to work online. That you could sell crap on TikTok like I do. Look, I didn't mean to call it crap. Some of this stuff is really good. Like, let me show y'all. If you got a TikTok following, you can literally get free products, and they pay you to advertise them. Like, why can't you do that? Just sit in the mirror, put on makeup, and say, "Oh, y'all need to get this. It's so good." That's what I be doing. And I discover new products that I would never have discovered that are actually better than the stuff I was buying before. And I had to switch it over. Like this Lawless. Oh my gosh. Best lip gloss ever. Would have never discovered them if they never sent it to me to promote. And now this is my favorite lip gloss. Okay. So just get you a TikTok, start selling stuff, girl. You can't stop you from doing that, can you? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'd do it for the free products, honestly. It's so funny. Like, I'll go in Sephora, and I used to like tear up Sephora or Ulta. I used to tear up Ulta. I used to tear up Sephora, all the makeup sections. And now I'm like, I already got that. They send me that for free. I get that for free. I don't need that. I got it for free. Girl, I feel bad sometimes when I tell people, girl, I get that for free. You over there at Sephora going broke. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But I'm so happy about it though. Like, one of the things that I always wanted, like when I first started YouTube, was to get free Lux products. Yay. What if they want to treat you like an escort after you bring up money? Then treat them like they're not important either, darling. Just like, okay, well, if you can't do it, don't worry about it. I'll figure stuff out, and then stop, and then ghost them. When they circle the block back and give you what you want, then that's what you need. Oh, somebody sent me a cash out. Treat them just like they're treating you. No money, no attention. You don't get offended when someone treats you like that. You treat them accordingly, because if that's what they think you are, then what are they, obviously? Okay, thank you, Manis. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They're more offended that you don't like them for real. That's the whole point. Like, the inappropriate questions that men ask, men get their feelings hurt a little bit too sometimes, and we don't even realize it when they start saying, "Oh, is this a transactional relationship, or are you an escort?" Now, what that means is, "Oh, you don't like me for me?" No, fool, we don't. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's a rude awakening sometimes. Some of these men still think that they're all of that. Some of these men out here think that women like should line up around the block to be with them. And when you ask them for some money, that's a reality check. You know, it's like, oh, they're thinking, well, in my 20s and 30s, I could pull. Well, women didn't ask me for nothing. They were actually buying me gifts because they were dating pygmishas and they were younger and they looked better. Now that they're old, they got little gray hairs up there and down there. Okay. And they're trying to date younger and way out of their league. They got to come up off some money. So they're literally offended that they're not 20-year-olds anymore. Now they know they got to pay to even get attention, to even get a phone conversation. So they're more upset with themselves that they're not pulling like they used to. That's all that means. You met a nerdy, wealthy, successful man in his 50s. We've only met twice. He has booked you a Euro trip, but he makes a lot of racy comments, too touchy. Well, hopefully he booked you a trip by yourself or with your friend and not with him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. If he's too touchy and too feely, tell him it's a turnoff. You got to make up a story. Come on now. You got to get creative. Okay. You know what? I'm really not a public affection person, and it really turns me off when someone touches me against my free will. So, if you don't mind, if you just ask me, or, I have to feel secure and safe totally with a person before I'm very comfortable with that type of affection. And that means financially. Get the bills paid. Set some boundaries. Be nice about it. Give them some false hope. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's one of my quirks. Basically, don't touch me, you old geezer. So, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, let me read some more of these. Okay. I really wouldn't travel abroad with someone I've only met twice. Honestly, that's not something I would do. I would take the ticket and, see if I can get a friend to get her a ticket, but I wouldn't be going with them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, thank you, Brittany, for being a new member. I appreciate you, girl. Yeah. Can you believe men say they don't believe in marriage? When men say that they don't believe in marriage, it means that they don't want to support you and they want to be able to cheat whenever they want. When men don't believe in marriage, it's because they don't want you to leave with half of what they got and they want to get away with cheating. That's all it means. It means they're too cheap to afford a prenup. It also means that they're going to cheat on you left and right, probably cheating on you right now. No, they already might be married. They might have been divorced. You don't know. There are reasons why some men say that they don't want to marry. They don't believe in marriage because they don't believe in marriage with you. Okay. Some men will marry somebody that they really, really like. If that's what that woman demands of him to stay with him, if that's his dream woman, he'll go ahead and get married if he's legally able to. And to some other women, he'll be like, I don't believe in marriage because he don't want to marry you. So be careful when a man starts saying they don't believe in marriage. They may be just saying they don't believe in marriage with you. And if they don't believe in marriage at all, it's because they can't afford it or they don't want to lose half of their wealth. Just in case, because they know that they're going to be a terrible husband. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like if you know you're going to be a terrible husband, you ain't going to do right, period. Why would you risk all your money by marrying a woman that can take most of it away from you because you don't act right? So they don't believe in commitment. They don't believe in marriage because they know that they're not the type of man that's going to act right in a marriage. That's all. And that's understandable. And more men should tell women that. Even if they don't believe in marriage with you in particular, at least they told you, so you don't need to stick around if that's what you're looking for. Okay. You said, how do you deal with friendships that say I'm jaded about men? Say, well, when men start being providers and men again, why would I wouldn't be jaded? Until what we got walking around now, grown men walking around in bonnets. Okay. They mama probably jaded too. I can't believe this. I thought I'm raised, I'm raised a ratchet male bonnet wearer. Okay. If I was a mother and I had a son and he put a bonnet on, I'd be mad. And not because, unless he was gay, then wear your bonnet, boo boo. But if he considers himself straight, if I have to touch the garbage can, the trash can, and he's got on a bonnet and he asks me for money, I would know I had failed as a mother. Okay. He would be at the financial seminars. I would already make him have a business online as a teenager. You know, he would be learning how to get several streams of income. He wouldn't be learning how to wear no bonnets. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Bonnet and McDonald. Girl, if I see another man in a bonnet, I'm done. I'm just chalking them all up as don't a deal. We're done. How do you meet old rich guy who is about to die? In the hospital, in the hospice, in the old folks home, in the veterans hospital, um, in the cemetery. For probably, like, most spouses die within a couple of years of each other, especially men, because they don't live long anyway without their wives. So at funerals, you might meet your future, dead boo. I don't know. Go to funerals with old people. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Senior citizen centers. Lubies. Emergency room. You said senior dating apps. You said be a nurse or physical therapist in a retirement home. They have like 55 plus apartments and condos where you gotta be a certain age to live there. Go hang around over there. Tell them you were visiting your grandpa, your father, or somebody. Okay. Yes. You said not the emergency room. So anyway, y'all, I got some news. Got some new stuff for y'all. Got some new stuff. Y'all ready for this new stuff? Say yes if you're ready. Oh, hold on. Not that. All right, I got a surprise for y'all. Okay, so here we go. Let me get the link right so I can share it. So I have another collab with Heaux Cosmetics, and you can get 3 of the pheromones for a very good price because I collab with them, so y'all can try these. If y'all don't want to spend an arm and a leg, I got you. So these, I believe, are only 40 something dollars for this set. And if you use my coupon code Shera, you get like 20% off of that. And if you're just always curious about the Heaux Cosmetics pheromones and y'all just didn't want to, I got you. So I'm gonna open one up for y'all. Show y'all what it looks like. And it's so cute. They have a little pink. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, y'all. It's my first time opening this thing on camera. So I already opened one yesterday. And this is what they look like. So it's a sprinkle, and you're gonna get 3 of the sizes here. And they last a long time because you only need a couple couple of drops or a couple of dabs. Okay. And this is what you need to get and keep in your purse. Don't wear this around any dust. Okay. So you're going to get Liquid Finesse, the one I'm always telling you all about. The one you can wear around men or women. It just makes people more talkative. They approach you faster. It's nice. It makes you get your way faster. And then we have Press Him. Press Him makes a man feel like they're falling in love with you. It's like, this is the big one, but you're going to get the little size in here so you can test it out. It makes them feel like they're falling in love with you. It's like the same chemicals you release when you're ovulating 2 days a month. So you can have this at your fingertips all the time to make men more attracted to you and feel like they're falling in love with you. Okay. And then we have the Essence of Ecstasy, which makes them really want you. It makes them want to roll around on the mattress with you. Okay. So you got all of this in your arsenal. There are no excuses. And so the back will tell you like what they're for. The little information is on the back. And you can get this today at the link that I have given. We'll put it down again and use my code Shera. And you can get 20% off of this as well. Okay. And it says my name on it. And then sprinkle in there. Isn't that cute? Pop these out with like a pin or something. Don't mess up your nails trying to pop these out because they're in there good so they don't move around when you get them shipped to you. So I had to use a little, just pop them out like this with a pair of scissors or a pin or something. Okay, because they're in there good so they don't spill out in the mail. And we do ship internationally. So if you live in another country, you can get it. Okay, sprinkle. Okay, I didn't drop this toy. Thank you, Anna. You said 18-year-old advice for dating a 36-year-old dream prince. Get you some dream property, a dream car. Okay. If you're going to be dating somebody that's, I don't know if he looks good or if he's got prince money, but he needs to be giving you your dream items. If he's that old, man, sprinkle. Okay. You need to be living the fairy tale life of material world if he's that old. So 18 and a 36-year-old, where's your luxury vehicle that's paid for? Or at least that he's paying for? Where's that at? Do you still clock in? Do you still work? Where's your nice wardrobe? Okay. Where's your nice living? Wherever you live. Is your house, apartment, condo, whatever. Where's that at? Because if you don't have that, you shouldn't be dating somebody that old. You dress femininely, but you put yourself first out there, feel established men looking when I run errands, but never approach. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. You're doing nothing wrong. Rich men don't rush to rush up to women. They don't. You need to find somewhere and go there regularly. So at the same time, when they see you over and over and over, they're going to approach eventually. Rich men aren't desperate. They don't run up to you like that's the last opportunity they're ever going to get to see a woman like you. Okay. So that's why. Oh. Okay. They're not like Dusties. Uh-oh, hold on, this is stuck. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Why is this stuck? Sorry, y'all. This is like a weird thing is happening. Okay, there we go. Yeah, girl. You need to be consistent. Go somewhere at the same time every day or around the same time every day and be a regular somewhere. So that man that's probably also a regular may see you over and over and then it's like, oh, I've seen her here a few times before. You know, they'll start making eye contact with you. They'll start anticipating that they're going to see you that day. They might put on a nicer shirt if they think you're cute. And eventually they will come up and say, hi, I've seen you here before. How are you? You know, rich people don't rush to talk to somebody real quick because they have several opportunities. They're not desperate. So just be patient and keep going. It's a numbers game. And also remember the level of desperation between poor and rich is very different. Okay. How to deal with dusty parents and siblings. Distance yourself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Distance yourself. Don't tell them about everything. Level yourself up and be an example. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, warning, do not wear around dusties. Yeah, y'all don't want to wear this around the dust. Okay, put this in your purse and only take it out when you see somebody that has what you want. Okay. Ooh, he's got a nice car. This is a nice neighborhood. He's a little old. Oh, let me put this on. Let me go ahead and let me make it do what it do. Oh, you know, you can get this out with your nail. You got to do it from the top. So just get it out from the top. Don't try to get it out on the side. It's easy to come out from the top. So you're going to get this. This, do not wear around no dusty or they're going to be chasing you down the street, okay? Just keep this in your purse and only take it out when you need a little bit. These are, yeah. These are 3 vials of Press Him, Liquid Finesse, and Essence of Ecstasy. So these aren't the sprays. If y'all like these, y'all can go back and get the oils or the sprays. But if you just want to try it out, definitely get my Heaux Cosmetics Pheramone collab. And you can get these, and you can use my coupon code Shera to also save money on that. And also any other product you see on there that you might want. Let's say, you know, you want something bigger, or you don't want that at all. You just want something like this. Also, my coupon code works for all the products on there. This is a spray. This is Press Him. So you want Big Mama Press Him, or you want this size. They're all different sizes. This is a cute one. Like if you collect and you understand that this works, get you this one. Get your sugar daddy to pay for this because this is a little expensive. But this, y'all, what's wrong with my hands today? Y'all, sorry, y'all. This one is affordable. Use my code. Definitely. But this one is even more affordable, and you can try all 3. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Y'all get that. I'm going to give some of these away to just people that I run into. And I'm going to ask them later on how it worked. Maybe they'll give me a little testimony. Y'all can see. What the heck is that? Okay. How long does it last? I only spray it twice a day. I spray my Liquid Finesse on twice a day. But it lasts, you know, it lasts pretty long, and you can keep it in your purse. You can have a purse one and just spray it on when you need it. Like say you're going somewhere and there's going to be a bunch of guys with money. Say you're like, okay, well, just bust it out your purse and spray it on right before you go in. That way it's fresh, and it's, you know, or dab it on right before you go in. That way it's fresh and you don't need a lot. And you can use as much as you want, you know, but don't overdo it. Just, I put some on my neck, put some on my chest, and I put some on my wrist. And if you have the spray, definitely put in your hair. Like when you move around, it doesn't smell like anything. It smells like fresh, like air, or, you know, whatever. A slight like perfume scent, but nothing very noticeable. So you can pair it with any perfume that you like. It won't take away from any of your fragrance that you normally wear. This is just pheromones that you can pair with any perfume. Okay. My coupon code is Shera, all caps. Okay. It should be in the description bar, but there's the code. And definitely it works on all the products, so check out. Okay. You said you own at least 5 travel size bottles? Yes. I keep some in my purse at all times because you never know. You never know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, how do I avoid kissing my provider? He forces it on me. It's so gross. Do you want to know? Really? All right. Let me show you. Hold up. Let me get my examples ready. Where is it at? Here it is. Yes. You see this? Red, dark maroon, any dark, waxy, glossy lipstick. Put it on. Start wearing full on creamy lipstick, not no little clear lip gloss, not no little pink or nude. You don't want to kiss that man, put this stuff on. This is it right here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're the type that has detachment issues after a breakup from a S relationship. Any tips on, where's your other one? You're supposed to have two. That's why you got attachment issues, but you only got one. So it's not more than one. You're supposed to have two. You're supposed to have one so you don't detach. If you're in a long-term relationship and you've narrowed it down to one and now you have a problem, it's because you think with your lower side of your body. Okay. You're attached to the physical, not anything else. You're not attached to the material. You're attached to his physical being. If his physical being isn't giving you what you want anymore, they have stuff at the store that you can go buy. Okay. All right. There are things you can purchase to take the place of that. I promise you. All right. So y'all need some lipstick and you want men to stop trying to kiss you. You go ahead and put this on good and thick. Get you like 3 layers of it. Do like this. And if he tries to go in for a kiss, he's gonna look like the clown. He's gonna look like Pennywise. All right. Okay, you're a school custodian by day and you bartend part-time at a golf club in the evening. Do I stand a chance in beating a provider husband? Yes. If you ever have time to go out and mingle socially, you will. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you meet them in the golf club in the evening, great, perhaps. Find one that's old and lonely. They'll probably more likely, connect and bond with you if they're old and lonely and have no one. So scope out the ones that are lonely and don't have a lot of friends. Okay. We have lunch as a first date. What to expect from him? For him to impress you. Okay. He's probably going to talk about himself. If you want to know more, just ask him what's his typical day look like, or what did he do that day? What have you done today so far? If they're describing what a boss describes, they got some money. If they're describing what a worker describes, they got enough to pay for lunch at least. So just ask them what they do. It's like, oh, what are your plans for tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow? Or, what did you do the day before? You need to ask them what they do so that you can see how they live their lives, whether they can afford you or not. And sometimes they'll start complaining and going off subject and stuff. So if they complain a lot and if they don't do things that are impressive, they probably don't have any money. Okay. So just kind of let them do all the talking and gather information. There's nothing much you can expect except for a bunch of lies and them trying to impress you. And if they're dusty, you can expect complaints. You can expect negative thinking, and hopefully they don't ask you to pay for anything. So when you arrive, it's like, you know what? Thank you so much for treating me to lunch this afternoon. I truly appreciate it. And I hope this is going to be a great date. I can tell it is going to be so far. That way he won't let you down. He ain't going to ask you to pay no bill, and he's going to try to impress you even more. And you can just kind of get a feel for the type of person he is. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But most of the time on the first dates, most men are pretty much lying for the most part about, a lot of things. Just pay attention so you can understand what they choose to lie about and what they choose to use to impress you with. They're going to ask you, what are you looking for? What do you expect? So that they can, make a checklist to do it in order to get you more interested. So you just be very vague about the things that you're looking for. It's like, oh, just somebody that's, that's nice and fun and, a gentleman. And knows how to treat a lady. Just say the stuff that everybody's going to say. Don't give specifics. Don't say, well, I'm looking for marriage. Don't say, I'm looking for long-term relations. Don't say none of that crap. Just give them stuff to check off a list. Like, okay, I need to be a gentleman. I need to be attentive. I need to be impressive. You know, say smart. Thanks for being a new member. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So yeah, just give him vague stuff if he asks. Never give specifics because they'll try too hard to fake it. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So what are some other inappropriate things that men do? I know they try to kiss. Someone said they try to kiss you against your will. Wear some dark, creamy lipstick. So when they go in for a kiss, it's going to get all over their face. Okay. And get all over their face. They're gonna be looking crazy. Okay. You said, why do some men always complain about money when they do? Are they just cheap? Yes, they're cheap and they work hard for their money. So they want you to work hard for their money. They don't have several streams of income. They don't make money easy, or they grew up poor and they don't feel like you like them for them. A lot of men want to be liked for them, but there's nothing for us to like. You know what I'm saying? Or they're trying to date too far out of their league for us to actually like them for them. Okay. So for example, if you got a 40-year-old man or a 50-year-old man that doesn't want to give you money or being stingy and cheap, they think you like them for real. They don't think that you like them because that they can provide for you. So they want to still date like they're in their 20s and they want to date someone in their 20s. They want to date someone out of their league, out of their age range, and want to do it for free. They don't realize that even as that age of a man, they can't even impress a younger woman unless they coming up off some money. Okay, so they're getting offended and they're projecting. And they don't feel like they should have to pay because they think that you're supposed to like them for them. But what is it about them that you are actually supposed to like? Are they funny? Wonderful. You can watch TV if you want to laugh. Did they give you a compliment? Okay. Anybody can get a compliment. Wonderful. Are they improving your life in some form or fashion? No. Then why are you going to be impressed? You know? Do they have good conversation? Do they have things in common with you? Perhaps. Okay. Well, anybody can have something in common with anybody. All right. Do they want to roll around on the mattress with you after 3 meals? Probably. Do they deserve it? Probably not. What if they invested? Probably nothing. You know? So it's hard to impress women these days. You know what I mean? So that's why a woman likes to know that a man is able to provide and likes her enough to want to do something nice for her. That's impressive. Your sense of humor, your company, and the things you have in common is normal, and anybody can find stuff in common. You can sit on a bus and find something in common with a stranger. Okay, where's the money? So that's why some men are cheap, because they feel like, I worked hard for my money. I want a woman that wants me for me. Then go back in time and date somebody that's your own age. That's dumb. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's just true. Men know they have to come up off that money. That's it. That's just it. If they don't, no one's going to be impressed. Not for long anyway. Okay. Okay, when they slut shame women, but when they're asked what they do if they were a woman, they said they'd sell themselves, sleep around, and do OnlyFans. Yep. And like I was saying earlier, men would definitely do that. But I was saying earlier, if women were men, they'd be insecure too about body counts if they had a pocket peanut. Because a lot of these guys y'all are talking to, a lot of these guys that are mad at women, a lot of these guys that are like, oh, what's your body count? They got a pocket peanut. So if you had 3-4 cucumbers prior to them and all they working with is a pocket peanut, of course they're going to ask what's your body count, because they know when they roll around on a mattress with you, they're not going to be able to do anything, exciting. Okay, you're going to be like, You're going to be laying there scrolling on your phone while they putting in work sweating. And you still ain't going to feel nothing. Why? Because they have a pocket peanut in the first place. That's why they're concerned about your body count, because they want to see how much work they got to put in, how much they got to sweat, if they pocket peanut is enough. And no, it's not. So get the money. Where's the money? Oh, Brittany, thank you, girl. Brittany sent me some cash app. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle. We talked about that on my live earlier. Okay, ask the question. Thank you, Brittany. Menace, thank you, girl. You said a pocket what? A pocket peanut, ma'am. You know what a pocket peanut is. Do I have to explain? I know y'all know what it is. So whenever you hear a man say, oh, what's your body count? And the woman's value is lower based on her body count. Sir, I'm sorry, you a pocket peanut. Just say that. Because I was talking about this earlier. Gay men's value don't go down when they roll around a mattress with another man. So why is it different with a woman? Because pocket peanuts, when introduced to a woman, is quite different than pocket peanuts introduced to a man. Why? Because you got a pocket peanut. Just say that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so now we understand the concern about body count. Okay, pocket peanuts will ask those questions. So whenever a man asks you your body count, he has a pocket peanut. It's like, oh, I'm so glad you asked me that. Now I know you got a pocket peanut. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, charged your ex a re-entry fee of $1,500 direct deposit. He is emergency medical doctor, same age. I look way better. Wants me to accept $500 only. What should I do? Not commitment, but fears losing me. Okay. Take the $500 and then send him another request for $1,000. Okay. Take the 500 and say, okay, well, you owe me 1,000. And when you pay it, we'll talk. Get the money first, because if he's already made the initial investment, he's going to either lose the 500 or he's going to have to put up the next 500 or the next 1,000. So take the down payment on your re-entry fee and collect the rest when he can afford it, but do not talk to him until it's all paid off 100%. Okay. Business. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Angela. They have the nerve to say a girl who is a WHORE. I don't want to say it. I want to get flagged. Because they had experience before them. Okay. That's because they want you to get hooked like a pygmesia on their pocket peanut and still be a virgin afterwards. Because if you roll around with a pocket peanut, you're still going to be a virgin until you find a cucumber. Okay. I said it. Yes. So they want you to be a virgin so their pocket peanut can feel like something. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You want monthly direct deposit. Oh. Well, I hope you find it, ma'am. So get it. Get your monthly direct deposit by saying, I'm tired of talking about money every time we meet. It feels so, impersonal. So I'd rather just focus on the relationship and getting to know you. So, if you just want to make my life so much easier and, make me feel so much secure and so much, so safe and so secure, just, put the money in my account every month, like through direct deposit. And then we can just focus on us and having the best time. Okay. I don't want to have to worry about all of that stuff. I have all my bills on automatic bill pay, so I don't have to think about them. I just live life. I think we should all just live life and have the best time and do all the things that we want to do. It just dampers the whole mood when I have to ask you for money that I actually need. There you go. Put me on direct deposits, sir, or else we're going to have to sit here and have a weird mood every time we see each other. And it's such a turn off. Okay. That's what you tell them. And good luck. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. Remember, pocket peanuts are the most insecure type of men, especially broke pocket peanuts. Now, how you gonna be born with a pocket peanut and don't know how to get money? Okay, that's double stacked. Sure, the men who say they prefer no makeup and nails. Okay, they don't want other men looking at you, and they don't want to pay for your upkeep, and they want to keep your self-esteem at a certain level so that when they talk crazy to you, you sitting over there looking like who did it and why, and you don't have enough of the confidence that makeup actually gives women to go out and get another one. And if you are used to not wearing makeup every day, men aren't looking for you, and then all of a sudden you start feeling like, oh, well, I can't go out and replace what I've got. But if you put that makeup on every day and men are breaking their necks to look at you and you look good and you are highly confident and you have accentuated your natural features, they feel like you're going to talk to them in a different tone, because women talk to men different when they look a certain way. When women are made up looking their best, they're not afraid to ask for what they want. They're not afraid to say no. They're not afraid to do any of those things because they know as soon as they walk out that house, people are going to break their necks trying to talk to them. Men don't like women who wear makeup because they want to humble you. They just want to look at a woman that looks like plain Jane, so she doesn't have the nerve or the confidence to ask for what she wants. Okay, sprinkle. So imagine a bare-faced woman versus a woman in full glam, standing next to each other. Okay, and the man is decent. Let's say he's decent or handsome. The woman with the makeup on is going to ask for what she wants. The woman that doesn't have too much makeup on, she's going to think twice about it. Think about it. Last one, you're successful to deal with him feels like you're cheapening your value. And again, he's able to get me to compromise, or am I doing too much of it? If you're too successful to deal with him, just put him under what he can do for you on, in the contacts. If all he is free food and you want to eat, put him under free food. Don't take him past the restaurant. Don't take him seriously. No, all you can do is take me to eat for free. Okay. Save your little credit card money, going out to lunch or dinner. Save, you know how much money you can save on dinner just by dating a free food man? Okay. So if that's all he can do for you is pay for food, then put him under free food and only answer his call when you hungry and don't want to pay for nothing to eat. Okay. So we got to categorize these men as to what they can do. If you're too successful to deal with the men for real, just put him under free food. Okay. At least he can get dinner. Okay. If he says, well, where's this going? To the next restaurant, fool. I'm not finna take you seriously. You can't even afford me. If you make more money than him, all he got is your plate, ma'am. Sprinkle. Date other men at the same time. Okay. If all he got is your plate, save your money for food. Use his. Okay. Because, food adds up. Sprinkle. You go to a nice restaurant every day, that costs you about $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a week. Why not use the men's money for that? Save yours. You can get a nice pair of shoes. You could start, a business. You could put in your savings, your retirement, whatever. Use those men for what they only they can do for you. You may make more money than him. You may make too much money to deal with a man. But if all he can do is save you money on food, let him do it. Don't take him seriously. Don't take him nowhere else. Only meet him at the restaurant and be out. Okay. If he can't do anything else but pay for dinner, great. That's all he can do is eat. You said, why are red pill men so popular now? Because they have rage bait. Okay. They rage bait women because they have little peepees. Sprinkle. They need an emotional response from women because they can't get any other type of response from them. They can't get I got money response. They can't get you got a big cucumber response. So they get any type of social media response that they can. Okay. So they don't like women. They can't please a woman. Women don't like them unless they're giving them money. That's for sure. Their mama don't even like them. So therefore, they're upset. They want to create rage bait. They can get paid for making rage bait, but they can't make you scream in the bed. Okay, sprinkle. They can't make you scream in your bank account either. And if they make you scream in your bank account, they don't like you anyway because they know they can't make you scream in the bed either. They know they working with a pocket peanut deep down inside. They resent themselves and they wish things were different. Okay. Either they don't have no money or they don't have nothing in their pocket. He is coming to see you and wants to sleep with you. How to avoid this and how to have the strength to not do so because we travel together. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Make him book a separate hotel that you will not be staying at. Meet him for lunch, meet him for dinner, meet him for shopping. And then give him false hope before you get to say, maybe on the third day, like in all the fairy tales, and on the third day, I might stay over. So he's going to be on his best behavior for however long he's staying. This 1 second first day, get all you can get all the shopping, get all the food, get all the whatever, all the extravagance, and then on that third day, guess who finna call you, or guess the news you got about to get on that third day before you got to go to his hotel room. Thank you, Sophia. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do you think of that dude, the bald dude? I think people have their own opinions. And I think there's room in this planet for everybody to say what they need to say. I do believe in freedom of speech for sure. That's one thing I can tell you. I think I believe in freedom of speech and everybody should be able to say what they need to say. Whether you agree with it or not is up to you as an individual. Whether you could take something from it or not is up to you as an individual. But I definitely believe that there's enough room for everybody in this world to say what they need to say. And I do believe in freedom of speech. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know too much about certain people because I don't research them. I don't know all the details about certain people because I don't really research them. So all I can say is I believe in freedom of speech. That's all I can say. Okay. Well, I don't know all that other stuff. I don't really research certain people that I don't really watch, you know. But I do believe in freedom of speech. So okay, well, whatever he do, I don't care. So if y'all want to get the pheromone candles to burn in your ambiance, in your house, in your office, say you want to get the boss, okay? You have a nice office or something. You like, is it okay if I burn my candle in my office, boss? Oh, sure, I don't mind. Burn this pheromone candle. Put your pheromones on when your boss comes in your office. You be like, ask for your raise, ask for days off. Do what you gotta do. Okay. There's another one. This one smells really good. Which is this one? Habiture provocateur. This one. Habitude provocateur. This one smells real good. This one is literally perfumed. The other one smells more like vanilla with the pheromones, and this one is like, burn this one if you want to make them attracted to you in that way. Okay. Put this on, the candle on, and then put some on too. You got my my set. Carry this in your little purse. You got Press Him, Liquid Finesse, and Essence of Ecstasy. So y'all could be seducing people left and right. He leased you a Tesla instead of buying it under my name. What to do? Find one that can buy it, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Find one that can buy it. You know, don't even act. Be happy. Be like, oh, thank you so much for, and make sure you tell people left and right what this man has done. Okay, so he can be embarrassed. Thank you so much for leasing me this car. It's so nice. I got to make sure I don't get any scratches on it. I got to make sure it's extra clean. Would you mind getting me one of those little car wash stickers so that I can maintain it? Since we have to return it back since it's a leased vehicle. Oh, girl. Yes, girl. He leased me a car. Yeah. No, he didn't buy it. He leased it. Get on the phone and fake brag, and he gonna see how bad it sounds. And then you'd be like, my aunt Ethel said you should have just put the down payment on it. It would have been much better. But anyway, I don't know why he couldn't buy it. Yeah, but I'm still happy. You know, it's a lease car, so I just have to take really good care of it. Like, make it sound like he can't afford to buy you that girl. Then he was embarrassed. You know, I really like the car. I wish I could just get it in my name and buy it. Yeah, maybe I can do it on my own. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can get out of the lease and just put a down payment on it. I don't know where I'm gonna get the money, but I'll figure it out. Have that conversation in front of him on the phone with somebody. Okay. Okay. Every day you struggle to get dressed because how your clothes fit, it would be appropriate to spend a lot of money on a new wardrobe. How do your clothes fit, ma'am? Miss Rachel? Sprinkle, sprinkle. They too big? They too little? What's happening? Why don't you replace one outfit at a time so you don't go broke unless you got money like that, you know? If you got money, then replace the wardrobe. Yeah, throw it all out and get something new. Or you can go thrift shopping if you want to buy nice items for a cheap price, or you can do one outfit at a time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But if you don't like how your clothes fit, throw everything out that makes you feel ugly and frumpy and then start replacing it, or replace each item with what you absolutely love and look beautiful in, okay? That's one thing that I've learned. Like if I don't like how something looks, I'm going to give it away. If it doesn't make me feel pretty anymore, I'm giving it away. I'm not buying it if I don't absolutely love it. Okay? If it's something your body is keeping you from looking good in clothes, well, get you some shapewear and maybe like cut out some salt and some sugar and see what you can do. Yeah, work it out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I have clothes in my closet that are way too big that I absolutely love and I still can't afford it. I mean, I can't fit it because they're way too big now. I have like some expensive clothes that are way too big. So if you're on a weight loss journey, try not to buy clothes that are super expensive. Okay. Try not to buy clothes that are super expensive if you're on a weight loss journey. Once you get to your size that you can maintain, then you can spend more money. That's what I say. Sprinkle, sprinkle, because I'm so mad. I can't even throw out some of the stuff that I bought because it's so expensive. I was mad, like, dang, I want to wear that again, but I can't. You said get them tailored? Yeah. hmm You said get a man to replace your wardrobe. I know that's right. If you can do it, do it. So yeah, the lady about the Tesla, look, just fake brag on him so he feels stupid and just like, well, if you want the car, I can just put the down payment on there. Like we can go back to the dealership and just do that. Like, yeah, that would be great. But fake brag on him and make it sound like you're stupid and don't even know that he should have bought it for you. um, yeah. Is he leasing it under his name or your name? Well, I don't know. Just try to figure it out. Okay. You said his name. Girl, tell somebody on the phone. Yeah, it's under his name. What? So it's so my credit's not good. I really wanted to build my credit. Oh my gosh. So I should get it under my name or he should finance it should get financed under my name. I could be he's the co-signer. Okay. Aunt Ethel said, I should build my credit if you put it in my name and you're just the co-signer. And you can just put the bill on automatic deposit every month to pay, and my credit score would go up. That's what Aunt Ethel said I should do. Yeah, Aunt Ethel. Aunt Ethel. I always tell you, she's so nice. She loves you so much. She's always asking about you. But she says that if I want to build my credit, that's what we should do. I told Aunt Ethel it's okay. You were doing the best you could. So lie, make him feel like he ain't doing enough. Tell him Aunt Ethel don't agree and keep it moving. And then when she suddenly croaks and you can get enough money for her funeral expenses and her and a plane ticket out to see her in a new outfit for her funeral, you can probably get enough for a down payment to a car in your own name. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm so glad you didn't put all that money down on the car because look what happened to Aunt Ethel. I gotta help pay for her funeral now. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I was the only one. I don't want her to be like just discarded. So would you be able to help me? Girl, get your down payment money via Aunt Ethel. The Great Escape, Miss Aunt Ethel. I know that's right. What about the woman who watched your channel and got murdered by their provider husband? Millions of people watch my channel. What am I supposed to do? What about the man that murdered somebody? Why aren't they responsible for the actual crime? That's silly. What about the games that people play, shooting people, video games? Why aren't those things to blame? That's silly. Millions of people watch my channel for over 12 years. They always want to blame women. The man did the crime, man, not the woman. Do the man watch my channel? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is a man not supposed to provide? What about that? Yeah, people always trying to put blame on somebody. The man is to blame, darling. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all need to be out here teaching these men better instead of blaming the woman for a man's action. Y'all always want to point the finger at the wrong person. That's why things don't change. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Always blame the man. Always blame the man. The man is the problem. That's why we're just here for their money. Imagine this. Imagine if you got with a broke man and they did the same thing. It's the man, period. The man is the problem. That's why I tell y'all, don't tell men you got kids. That's why I tell y'all, make sure you got more than one. So when that one starts acting stupid, go find another one. Make sure you have your own business. They always leave out the parts. They only take what they want, just like in religion. People always take the parts of religion that they want, that suits them, instead of listening to the entire message. I say get your own business. Get his money and get your money up. If you ready to go, you're out. You got enough money to do it. Okay? Y'all don't listen to every word I say. Y'all want to always point the finger and blame people because y'all can't put some of y'all can't put the information to work because y'all looking like who did it and why out there. Or y'all are men that are mad because y'all can't even roll around on the mattress with Pick Misha no more because she don't want to be dealing with no dust. It's getting more and more expensive out here just to date, as men call us, below average or average women. It's getting more expensive to date the average woman, isn't it? Why? Because they're learning their value. And you don't make enough money to date any type of woman anymore. Some of these men don't even make enough money to date, period. They're still trying to go out and ask for money and ask for 50-50. So I'm glad that we live in a day and age or even the average woman who is not the dream woman, who is not the ideal standard of beauty, is demanding her worth. I'm glad we live in that society now. I'm glad a woman will decline a coffee date because she's worth so much more, even though the man doesn't think she is. It's not about what someone values. It's how you value yourself. If you value yourself more than a coffee date, the man can get as mad as he wants. You ain't going. Go ask somebody else. Okay? Or go get your money up and afford some dinner. At least you can do that. At least she don't have to save you under, free coffee. She could save you under free food. That's a step up. And she didn't even want to save you under free coffee because coffee is like less than $5. Okay? She can go get coffee through the drive-thru every morning. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Exactly. No one, yeah. Exactly. Definitely get y'all's money, ladies. And don't let anybody deter you from knowing your value. Mm-hmm. You said broke Dusties harm their significant others all the time. Exactly. What you think is in jail and in prison? Mostly dust. Men with money don't take the risks that Dusties take because Dusties ain't got nothing to lose. Men with money can just go get another one if they want to. If this isn't working out, I got to go. Okay, fine. Dusties be mad because they spent $20 on you and will risk it all. That's why I tell y'all don't date nothing broke. Okay. Exactly. Do better, y'all. Stop trying to blame everybody. Just get your money up. Oh. You said $20, risking it all. Exactly. We don't know what they had to do to get that $20, man. They might have been gay for pay for that $20. We don't know. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. I'm taking off that lipstick. I was just using that as an example of how to get that man to back up from trying to slob bust you all the time. Because this lady asked, how do I keep a man from kissing me when I don't want them to? Put on some dark red lipstick, man. Extra creamy. Okay. You say, do men like quiet women? I had a guy that complained that I'm too quiet. Girl, drink some coffee, but not on the date. Drink some coffee prior to the date, and you'll be very talkative. Whenever I drink coffee, I be talking all the time. Like, they can't shut me up, but I'm not going to give away my life story and tell too much information. I'm just going to talk about random stuff, vague stuff. But drink some coffee. They'll wake you up, start you talking. Somebody said have an edible. Okay. You said I really need to be banned. How many streams of income do you have? Because you wasting time when you can have another one. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at yourself. Stop projecting. All right. Yes. If you got time to hate, you got time to go make money or put some makeup on. Oh, you talking about me? Okay. I'm telling y'all, anybody who's upset, oh my gosh, you said you had left the Dusty last week and he sent you $300 with a sad face on Cash App, but he still blocked. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, Yasmin. Wonderful. Yeah, I'm proud of you. Get your money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, whoever said that somebody should be banned, they weren't talking about me. Okay, never mind. Apologies. All right, whatever. Sorry. Thought y'all saying I should be banned. Like, for what? I didn't do nothing wrong. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, tell us about menopause. Shears? I'm not going through menopause. When I do, I'll let you know. Somebody said, tell us about menopause. When I go through it, I'm going to tell y'all. Believe me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said boyfriend has money, but it's cheap. He's $800K in accounts, but doesn't want to spend like I want him to. Should I leave? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, he's trying to probably get to 1 million. That's close to 1 million. That's what he's got goals. He's cheap. He's trying to stack his money. I don't know how old he is. He's probably not very old. You need to find somebody with a couple million. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. He's trying to stack to get to 1 million. He's like, you're the reason why I can't become a millionaire. He needs to invest some of that money and flip it real quick so he could be a millionaire, so he could just make money in his sleep. You know what I'm saying? So get you another one that has some money in his account too. Get you another one that wants to spend. because you say he's 36, he's young, he's trying to get to a millionaire status. He can't get to a millionaire status if you spending all his money. That's why I say date older man who already got it. Okay? Just have to. Just use him for whatever he can give you and go get another one and get what you want. Okay, you sent the dusty $600 bill or 600 pound, or I don't know what currency that is, but a 600 bill for wasting your time and compensation. He did not send or take it seriously, but sprinkle, they do it on purpose. Exactly. They either get the picture and pay you or they move along on their way. They won't be back if they know it costs. Sprinkle. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. All right. You said 600 pounds or 630 American dollars. Okay. That's good. Yeah. Well, anyway, y'all gotta do better out there. Don't let people come back for free, for sure. And also, men do have different reasons for asking inappropriate questions. Their insecurities. Look, we think as women that we're insecure about stuff that men don't even notice. But men are significantly more insecure about obvious things that they can't hide. And very seldom can they change. We can literally wear makeup, wigs, we can put stuff in our bra, or we could go, do what we gotta do at the med spa and our face. Men, it's easy. They can't, they've got a pocket peanut. They can't have a cucumber tomorrow. It takes them longer to get money if they're not smart financially than it does a woman. We could just date and get money. We could just find the right one and get paid. We can just have several in our back pockets that just pays all our bills. We can, like women, it's so easy for us to do certain things. We get, certain privileges. But for men, they get a little bit mad and they're very insecure that they may have worked hard all week. They may be proud of their 5 figures, but as soon as they get in contact with a woman who doesn't think that's enough, it literally crushes their poor little egos. So they lash out with trying to humble you or tell you mean things because you literally just hurt their entire feelings and everything that they stand for. It's not good enough, And so they start to not like women because they were proud of themselves, but it's not enough for you. Okay. Because society is teaching that men do the least and women do the most. That's why they're disappointed, because they don't understand that. And nowadays, in order to impress a woman, you got to do the most as a man. So they haven't gotten the memo yet. They're still thinking 5, 10, 20 years ago. Today, you got to do more as a man in order to get the type of woman that you want. In order to get the attention from a woman, you got to do more. Women have been doing more for so long that men have taken it for granted that they actually have to show up, be a provider, impress her, and do what's right. They forgot all that. They think you're just supposed to be happy you asked them to some bean juice coffee date. No, they got to do better. And they're very insecure and they're not understanding it. But when they finally get it, when it finally clicks, some of them do really well. Shout out to the provider men who know how to treat women. But some of them haven't figured it out yet, and they're in denial about it. And when they finally figure it out, hopefully things will improve for y'all. Thank you, Alkaline Mama Sprinkle. Can you do a special video persuading to buy gifts, take trips, pay bills? I have a video like that from years ago. Yes, I do. I can't remember the name of it, but I think how to get him to buy you gifts, or how to get him to give you money. I think that's the title. How to get him to buy you gifts. How to get him to gift you or something. But I can redo it. I know. I think that video is literally maybe 4 years ago. Okay. You said you can be insecure and negative and need confident, encouraging responses. Sprinkle. Okay. Make him think it's his idea. Always bring up another person into it. Like, oh my gosh, my friend, Her man did A, B, C, and D for her. She's so lucky. He bought her this nice whatever it is that you like. He bought her this nice purse or this nice thing and this nice thing. And oh my gosh, I asked her if I could borrow it. And she's like, no, not right now. Let me get used to, having it first. I was like, I really want one. Then he's gonna be like, well, what is it? Make him think it's his idea always. I'm like, oh my gosh, my coworker received like 3 dozen of roses at work. They were so beautiful. I have never gotten roses like that in my life. That man must really love her. Keep talking. Okay? Give him ideas. And then he might start understanding what you're trying to tell him. You know what I'm saying? If all you can do is brag on other women and what their man is doing for them, and he's not doing nothing for you, he's going to start wanting to do something for you. So make up fake stories, even though they're not true, and point him in the direction. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got to get creative in this world. Okay. You said that works with family. I know. See, if they like you, they're going to want you to have nice things. What if a man planned something with you, canceled because he needs some time alone, and then you see him posted out with his friends? How could you handle this? By being posted out with another one? I told you, don't do one at a time, baby. You're wasting the time. Never do one at a time. When one cancels, the other one is available. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I wouldn't react no kind of way because I'd be posted up too out with somebody else. I can't be mad at him if I'm doing the same thing. If your mind, it's not on the man, but on your money, and you got backups and you can do what you want, you're not going to be, you might be upset. Yeah, he ditched me to hang out with men. He probably on the down up. Okay. Or you can say, well, I'm glad he ditched me tonight because this one guy, he's going to spend some money. All right. He took me shopping. We're going to a nice 5-star restaurant. That other dude wouldn't have done that for me. So you need to have a backup because sometimes when one man cancels, another man takes you shopping. Okay. So that's why you need a backup all the time. You always need your backup man. One that likes you way, way more. Okay. And don't even say nothing to the other dude after he posted up. Because like without him, you couldn't have gone on your shopping spree with the other dude. You need to have a backup. Yeah. Always have a backup. You might have a better time with the other backup. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You always need another backup. Never put all your eggs in one basket because you will be disappointed. Mm-hmm. What is the best attitude for me to have when he sees me out every week? Like you don't even know who he is, like you forgot who he is, like you can't see him. Let him approach you. Don't even notice him first, girl. Don't even notice him first. Be looking over his head at the person behind him. Like, don't even notice him. If he comes up to you, say, oh, hey, and then be distracted by whoever's behind him. Like, oh, hey, excuse me real quick. Hey, just acknowledge them briefly if they acknowledge you first, and then move along in the crowd. If they see you out and about. Or tell them you're actually, getting ready to leave, but it was nice to see them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, it's nice to see you too. I've got another place to go. I'm supposed to meet someone in about 10 minutes ago. I think I'm late, but anyway, bye. You said, can a woman be leveled up but attract dust because of her energy and mindset, ladies? Yeah, if you're in a dusty area. Get out of the dusty areas and you won't be attracting no dust. Mm-hmm. Do men just want to possess? Yep. When a man feels like that they possess you, their spending makes more sense. You get it? Because they're investing in you. It's kind of like that man who leased a car for that chick earlier in the comments. He doesn't own the car, but he's investing money into leasing it. Men often forget that they don't own you, but they want the illusion of owning. Just like when men rent cars, they want the illusion of them owning those cars, not leasing them. Okay? Men want to own the type of stuff that they can only afford to lease. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Men that don't want to own you have the capability of getting anybody they want whenever they want. You'll want to claim yourself as his before he wants to own you. All right? So understand that. There's a difference. You'll want to claim yourself as his before he'll ever want to own you. Men that want to possess and own usually can't even afford the type of woman that they want to possess or own. So they stay insecure. They don't realize that a woman is not a possession. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Men who don't want to own you just want to roll around on a mattress. Well, they still need to invest, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said the key is to be ready to leave at any time. Exactly. Like, I'm done. Bye. Thanks for all the free stuff, free food, free clothes, free rent, free bills. Bye. Anytime you're ready to go, you should have it. Provider said, "Oh, mini fashion," and then looked at me. What mean? What? Provider said, "Oh, my fashion," and then looked at me. I don't know what that means. They don't like your clothes? Girl, you need Google Translate. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What is that? Okay, well, tell them to buy you some new clothes if you don't like your clothes. Say, well, let's go shopping. So you can pick out some cute stuff. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, y'all. I'm about to take a little bathroom break, but I'm going to leave y'all with Earl. He's testing, y'all know Earl? He's testing 1, 2, 3. He's a ghost hunter and a dusty that needs shelter for the evening. So he investigates old haunted houses so he has somewhere to live because Pygmy kicked him out. So there's the pre-story of Earl while I take my bathroom break. I'll see y'all soon.
Hey y'all, it's Earl. So I got kicked out of my mama's house. I gotta find some place to live. But in the meantime, I found me a side hustle. I get to stay in people's house for free as long as I get some evidence of a haunting, ghost detect, and all that kind of good stuff. It's a nice house. It's a real nice house. Yeah. I got my equipment and I got my books. I know what I'm doing. Oh shoot, I hope I didn't break it. I got my ghost hunting book for beginners. I don't know what I'm doing, but you know, I get to live here for free. I gotta find me another gig by tomorrow, so I have somewhere to stay. Y'all know somebody got a haunted house, hit a brother up. Support me at the Cash App if y'all want to support a brother. But in the meantime, I had to get me a side hustle so I could have some shelter. Pygmy was not responding to me no more. She blocked me, but you know, we here. Y'all hit the like button. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all hit the like button.
At least he found some shelter. All right. Think we should have had enough. Anyway, Earl is a hot mess. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so example. Okay, Earl is a hot mess of a Dusty, but he at least found a side hustle that allows him free shelter and probably some type of pay. I missed your super chat. Hold on, girl. Hold on. Honey, money for show money. Okay. Oh, whole money for show money. That's hilarious. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And okay, provider said on my fashion NY, then looked at me what be. I can't read this, baby. What that mean? It means he wants you to get some new clothes. At least that's what I have interpreted. Okay. You got to turn that into a series. I have whole Earl videos. If y'all are curious, there's a playlist called The Life of Earl, or The Exciting Life of Earl, or The Adventures of Earl, I think. Yeah, The Adventures of Earl. There's a playlist. Let me see if I can find it. And I think there's about 2 Earl videos, but I'm not sure. Let me see. There we go. The Adventures, hold on. The Adventures of Earl Jenkins. Yes. Let me link it so y'all can go back and laugh later. Here y'all go. If y'all really want to bust out laughing, if y'all just want to laugh nonstop and you got about an hour or 2, watch that. All right. You said I need an Aunt Ethel impression. I haven't created Aunt Ethel as a character yet, but I have Earl and I have Big Talkie. Big Talkie is my Ratchet character, and then Earl is my Dusty character. Okay. Let me see if I can find my Ratchet character, girl. I don't know if that's on the playlist. Let me see. Ratchet must be in this. Let's see. Ratchet. Oh, I found it. Okay. I'm just going to give y'all my Ratchet search on my channel. And y'all could see there's like 3 Ratchet videos where I dressed up as a Ratchet. All right. All right, there you go. Y'all just want to laugh. I have to do Barbara the Builder. I did Barbara the Builder. Oh my gosh. Let me see if I can find her. I did a Barbara the Builder. People were mad at that one. They were, girl, that Barbara the Builder sent some people crying. See if I can find it. I can't find it. It's like I'm looking really plain. Let me see if I can find it. It's hilarious. Darn it. Is this it? No. I can't find it right now, y'all. Y'all just gonna have to go through and look. Okay, thank you, Sarah, for leveling me up. Thank you, Lolo. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Euphoric Garden. Earl is kind of fine, girl. How to inspire and not pressure into giving money. Make it seem like everyone around you is getting things that they want except for you, and he's the only one to give it to you. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, your friend got this new purse from her man. Your sister just got flowers delivered to her. Your coworker just got 3 dozen roses delivered to her at work. You have no stories to tell. Why? Because he ain't doing that for you. Make him suggest or make him want to do things by getting excited for other women that things are happening for, who's also dating men. You're sitting here dating men, you have no stories. You see? So tell them about other women who are getting the best treatment and see if he wants, to do the same for you. Like, oh my gosh, my office, in my office or in my workplace, this woman got 3 dozen of roses delivered to her. Oh my gosh, my friend, her boyfriend, this guy that she just started dating, bought her A, B, C, and D. So just start mentioning stuff that other people are doing. And so he might start doing the same thing because he thinks that you hang around people that get stuff done and he ain't getting nothing done for you. You have nothing to brag about, So start bragging on other people's boyfriends, but not by name, but just by their situation and the things that they received. Okay. All right. You said you miss Bonetta? I have some characters over the years, but maybe I'll have to create another character. Can I make Aunt Ethel as a character? Tell us what you need money for. Okay, so why? So y'all can pretend like you on Zoom or FaceTime with Aunt Ethel. You can't use my actual face because they gonna recognize me. I need to get me a gray wig. Okay, let's wait till the Spirit Halloween opens so I can get me an Aunt Ethel wig. All right. Unless I can go to the beauty supply store and find a cheap synthetic gray wig. What you need this for? Don't worry about it. And look, if they don't believe you really have an Aunt Ethel, all you got to do is buy a gray wig, a moo, a pair of big old thick glasses, and take the side profile picture from behind and just be shaking like this. And he'll think you're Aunt Ethel. Okay. Aunt Ethel's here right now. See? Can't come over. You're going to post up Aunt Ethel. Oh, my Aunt Ethel's coming to visit. Post up on your Instagram, but from a different angle, and you be shaking with a gray wig on. There's a filter for that. Oh. You could be your own Aunt Ethel if you're smart and creative. Y'all kind of look alike. I know, everybody tell me that. You said dramatic arts is my thing, girl. Why not have fun with these dudes? Like, y'all like taking stuff too seriously. I'll be coming out in full costume and character. You said don't expose Ethel, they will catch on. All right, y'all. They said don't expose Ethel. But let's keep Ethel a secret a little bit longer till we come out with somebody else. Then we can retire Ethel. provider keeps telling to get me to his house, says he has a job for me. Girl, why would you want to work for a man? He's supposed to just be giving you money. Working with his dogs at his house. How to avoid, girl. It's like, oh, I don't mix business with pleasure, baby. Sprinkle. That's how. Thank you. A 65-year-old provider said he will talk about what business to open for me. Could you talk about a topic a bit? How to act when he's talking about this? It's like, honestly, I'm not giving no man no type of power over any type of business that's going to be associated with me unless he is the 100% funding partner of that business. Wonderful. Tell him that you will just collect a percentage. And let me tell you why, because that's not your business. If he's going to figure it out, it ain't your business. It's his business. So you just collect the fee for whatever input you give or whatever thing you contribute. Do not put your name on them taxes. Do not do any of the above. That's his business that he's trying to have a part of and trying to figure out for you. Okay. So you can be nice and say, well, you know what? That sounds like something that you're passionate about. I want to do everything I want to do from scratch. So if you just give me a nice gift and I'll save it or I'll use it to start my own business with my own ideas and my own this and my own that. Wonderful. But if you're going to do all of that, it's not going to be fulfilling to me. So it's your business. You can just give me some of the profit. Sprinkle. You know what I'm saying? So never mix business with pleasure, baby. Never mix business with pleasure. It's his business. He can give you a little percentage of it. Make sure he paid the taxes on it. Sprinkle. But if it's your business, he should have nothing to do with it but giving you the money and not expecting anything back. Sprinkle. I don't like when men try to take charge of someone's business and all this kind of stuff. If they're just gonna give you the money, let them give you the money. If not, it's their business. Don't want to have anything to do with it unless you're gonna give me a percentage of it. And still, we're not partners because that's your business. And like a lot of times, women get caught up in these types of relationships where you're stuck because you're a business together. No, ma'am. Have everything separate. Sprinkle. Now, what you can do, if you're smart like me, you can let him start up the business. Don't put nothing in your name. It's like, I don't want anything in my name. Just put it all in your name and I'll run the business. Take the profit that you're earning and start your own business. If he won't give it to you freely without his hand in it. You know what I'm saying? So take the profit of whatever you're getting from his business. He has all the names, all in his name. Take that money and go start your own business on the side. And then you can easily just break away. Okay, he micro cheated on you with another girl by texting her, but he buys me stuff and seems to really like me. What do I do? Okay, so he buys you stuff. He seems to really like you. Is your name entitled girlfriend? Is that your boyfriend? Has he introduced you to his friends and family as his girlfriend? Has he posted you up on social media as his significant other? Yes or no? I'm asking because I don't know. Some of y'all be confused about your position in life with these men. So I need that clarified, Hannah. Is that your man or is that someone that have gone out with? Okay, so he's your man. Okay, so he's your boyfriend. Wonderful. And he micro cheated on you. Okay, but he buys you stuff and seems to really like you. Okay, all men cheat, Hannah. All of them, whether it's micro cheating, 100% cheating, whether you're cheating 1 month into the relationship or 1 year into the relationship, they all gonna cheat at some time or another. Okay, so this is a micro cheat. Okay, so why are we surprised? Just get money, man. We don't care about that, all that micro cheating and whatever. He's doing what men do. And there's no excuse for that. Why do you have a high expectation out of a man? Just get their money. Sprinkle. That's what I'm saying. The only expectation you should have out of him is his money. Why? Because they're all going to mess up. They're not perfect. I don't care if they're perfect. You're not there for their perfection. He's going to do wrong. You already know that. He's a man. Just get his money. Okay? You said have very low expectations. Yeah, if you don't have any expectations or very low expectations, if they act right, then you'll be impressed, actually, just for them doing what's right or what's correct. Thank you, Pink Cybernaut Studio, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Okay. You already know they gonna mess up, girl. Why you put all your hopes and dreams in? Whenever, okay, I don't mean to make y'all feel sad or like there's no hope. There's hope. There's hope. There's a chance that he's gonna do right, and there's a bigger chance he's gonna do wrong. Okay. If you were an investor, let's look at this like business. If you were an investment or an investor and you have a man and you had to invest in a stock, the stock that he would cheat or the stock that he would be faithful. You got all this money. You want to make some money quick or you want to make a lot of money, right? You got Apple, you got IBM. Where are you putting your money? Where are you putting your hope? Where are you putting your, you know what I'm saying? Are you gonna bet that he's not gonna cheat? Or are you gonna invest in the fact that he's not gonna cheat? Or are you gonna invest in the fact that he might cheat or he is gonna cheat? Where are you gonna put your money? Remember, when in doubt, think of your relationship from a business perspective. This is gonna take you back to logic. It's gonna take you back to value and worth and reality. And how you really feel about this person. Okay? Now think about if it was reversed. If a man has a woman and he has money to invest, and is she going to cheat or is she going to be faithful to me? If he's a good man, Savannah, and he does everything right and what he's supposed to be doing, he's probably going to invest in the woman not cheating versus her cheating. Because by nature, in society, women cheat a lot less when they have everything they want. But men don't either way. All right? So always bring it back to the money and you will understand the odds of a man cheating on you. That's why I was saying get your money. You think of things in terms of money, things will become very clear. You say he's a cheater, Savannah. Exactly. So, never put all your eggs in one basket. Don't invest your entire happiness or well-being in a man cheating or not cheating. Just understand. Understand it. Just get his money, man. All right, so men have different reasons for asking inappropriate questions. They're insecure most of the time. Those questions are asked. It's literally their insecurity asking those questions. It's not them. Okay. If y'all have any other example of inappropriate questions, let me see them. Because I could read through them all. You said, but he's with you. I don't understand. What you don't understand? He's with you. With you doing what? Did somebody got to spill it out? Like, what are y'all talking about? You said you've been asked for your cup size. How young is this person? And did you meet him on a dating app? How old or young is this? What dating app did you meet this man on? A wise woman gonna bail me out and put money on my books if she can, like you did, Shera. Oh my gosh, it's the Dusty. I would never put. I don't even know how to do that. How do you put money on somebody's books? I have no idea. I'm gonna have to ask Pick Misha. Anybody in here got a man in jail or had a man in jail? Oh, by the way, thank you, Platinum Elite. I rather take your $5 from a Dusty. At least you got something. Sprinkle. I don't even know how to put money on. Y'all do that online now? Sprinkle. Something you will never know. Me neither, girls. How y'all doing it? Y'all got a website that y'all do it too? I don't know. To say why when they ask why are you still single? Okay, is that an appropriate question or an inappropriate question in your opinion? Like you should be taken by now if you're all that? Is that what they're insinuating? Always say the man died or he moved overseas. But if they ask you that, they're trying to put you in an uncomfortable position to kind of think about if you have any flaws or not. Like they're trying to remind you of your flaws as to why you can't keep a man or have a man. Like, oh, well, I was engaged once, but he wanted to move out of the country, and that was something that I was not going to do. So he's, we split amicably, and here I am. There you go. He wanted to move out the country. I said no. Or he died. Sprinkle. All right. You said we know she was too well. I don't even know how to put money on books, child. If I were to ever put money on somebody's books, I would probably go find some woman that had to deal with some dust all her life and had just been fed up and went too far. I'll put money on her books for dealing with dust for so long, girl. Somebody got to help you. Found you at 40, one provider after 1 month. Date with potential. Okay. Researched him, owner of a 100 million a year company. Thank you, my mentor. Keep you all updated. Sprinkle. Okay, ma'am. Conscious fit nurse. I know that's right. Sprinkle. Congratulations. Yes, thank you for the sprinkle as well. Okay. And she's 40 and she looks good. Is that your profile picture? Okay. Yes, ma'am. Well, I'm so happy to hear that. And y'all definitely pay attention. Okay. Yeah, she's doing it right. Yes, ma'am. Okay. She said $100 billion company. No, that's right. Okay, y'all. Invite me to the wedding. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it, but if I can, I'll be there. Sprinkle. What to say when they ask if you're dating? It's like, no, not really. I'm pretty busy. With Aunt Ethel and all. Sprinkle. But I'm trying to make time to date now. Aunt Ethel doesn't need too much. She's feeling like her health is improved. And she's good. Now I'm going to take some time for myself and I'm going to date. I'm just such a good person. Yeah, I was helping out my Aunt Ethel for a while. And so I kind of put dating on the back burner. But now that Aunt Ethel is well, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm going to be dating. You're the one that caught my eye. And I'm so glad that you asked me out. By the way, I told Aunt Ethel about you. She says she's so excited and she's so thrilled that I'm finally dating again. And she really feels like, you're a good guy. I told her a little bit about you. That's why I'm not dating anyone else, because of Aunt Ethel. You see? And then when it's time to collect some money, you can do it very easily. Sugar daddy pays my bills, but also makes me drive to him. He lives 40 minutes away. Thoughts? 40 minutes isn't too bad if he pays all your bills. I don't think if it's like a 2 hour, like 1 hour thing and he's not doing nothing. I mean, I think that's doable. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna give that one a pass. I'm gonna give him a pass. 40 minutes ain't long. He paying for the car note, he paying for the insurance, he's paying for the bill. I think that's okay. He can make it. Now if it was any longer, we might have a problem. Or maybe y'all should switch and he should come one time and you should come another time. Okay? Like maybe it's your week to come visit me. But I don't think 40 minutes is too bad. I live in Texas though. I live in Houston. You could drive 2 hours and still be somewhere in Houston. If you're going in a circle. Half a circle. I don't know. Houston is huge. So 40 minutes ain't nothing. But if you live in a small place and 40 minutes is a lot, then I feel you. But I live in Houston. You can be driving an hour and a half and still be here in the same city. That's why you got to have a car. You live in Texas. So anyway, yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, we love Aunt Ethel. She gets us all the money and all. We can use her as an excuse for everything. She is. Yes. So Aunt Ethel is the reason why you're not dating anyone right now, because you've been taking care of her for so long. Even though you probably got a huge roster. See, when he calls and you're not available, guess what? Aunt Ethel needs my help. Sure, you've been out of pocket. You need something for a man. You need to do something for a man. Steal for you? Steal what, sir? He said steal for you. What you need? A job application? Those are free. I ain't got to steal them. You can go online and apply right now. You know what? I got something for you, sir. I do. You know what? I was at the store the other day and I was purchasing all my things and I was like, you know what? Let me do something for a man. Guess what? I got you a cologne sample. It was free. There you go. Put it on because you know you musty and you know you stink. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. See, I didn't have to steal. They gave it to me for free. Say, don't steal, ladies. Don't steal for these dusties. Get them a cologne sample with your points. Maybe they'll like it enough to save up and buy themselves a bottle and put on some deodorant. You dealing with dust. Okay. Is the immature man paying? Girl, these men. Okay. You said who was stealing? I have no idea. Somebody said get him a bar of soap. You said what lip gloss is this? Girl, it's about 3. Okay, y'all give you the combo. Hold on. Let me think about it. I had 2 lip glosses. 1, actually 3. Where are they? I've been putting on lip gloss. I forgot what I was doing. Okay. Oh, it's in the other. Hold on. So this lip gloss is Flawless. Forget the filler. Lip gloss in Strawberry Milkshake. That's the pink that I put on. The liner is just this like maroon color liner. It's in the color burgundy brown lip liner by Ruby Kisses. And then on top of that, I put a little of this nude lip gloss. It's just a nude lip gloss. It's a Korean brand called Rom and Nodrum. I don't know. Anyway, it's just a nude gloss. You can just get a nude gloss. Then I put this sparkling glittery gloss over it. It's like, it's clear, but it has glitter in it. I put that over it to give it like a sparkle. So I got on that. And you can also wear this as a lip gloss by itself. It's that glossy. So that's what I got on. But the pink color is called Strawberry Milkshake by Lawless. Thank you. You like that? Are you welcome? He said how to spot an immature man. If he's in his 20s or early 30s, he's immature. Rom and Indy. Thank you, Bob. Yeah, that's the name of it. Thank you. He says, should you lie if you haven't been on a real relationship? You should lie all the time, ma'am, because they be lying to you. As soon as they meet you, they lying. So if it's going to up your chances of benefiting from being with that person in a relationship or in a dating, definitely lie. Okay? Or as we call it, get creative. So you should be like, okay, you know what? I've been in a real relationship. But, it was strained because of Aunt Ethel. She got sick and I took care of her. Yep. He didn't understand. He was very selfish. And, that's family. Make up a whole story. Yeah. Then I found out, like, he was, just didn't want to date someone that, he said I should just put her in a home. He said I should just not care about her, drop her off at the fire station. And I couldn't do that to Aunt Ethel. He was just a bad guy. Now that she's fully recovered and she's fine, now he tried to get me back and I was like, no. Ugh. And then when she makes a relapse, he'll be there to help you pay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So when I tell y'all, and y'all be asking me how to get money out of these guys, y'all got to start with the lore. Y'all got to give Aunt Ethel some lore. Y'all got to answer questions and like throw her in every once in a while on the answers. You got to make sure like she seems real, So when it's time to collect money, you can like bring Aunt Ethel up to collect your money. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll be invested in the lore of Aunt Ethel. You just pepper her in every part of your life that he asks you about. That way she's real. Okay. Thank you, Shira. I was a pick Misha, and now I'm doing great. Okay, Maria Jose. I know that's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get your money. And yours is Aunt Margaret. Wonderful. What if he wants to meet her? She can't be around people. Okay, she got a low immune system. She got to wear that mask, and she don't like people that much. She'll say hi to you over, FaceTime with a filter and a gray wig from the side with a shut eye. You know how to have them AI voice changers? Girl, Aunt Ethel could become real via your phone. She don't like people. She told me to tell you hi. She's kind of shocked. She don't have her looks no more. She doesn't like meeting people because, she used to be cute. But, stuff took a toll. Then like post yourself in a gray wig from the side, shaking with a shawl on. You're like, this is her. This is what she looked like. She says hi. She's very shy. She's gonna meet you. Okay. Y'all know how to get creative. Y'all can figure it out. Y'all, these men will lie to y'all and tell y'all about people, or their whole entire life will be like fiction. But somehow y'all believe them. Right? Mm-hmm. You say you don't like men. How can you tolerate them to get money? When they talk, I get so mentally irritated. I just want your money. Their presence alone makes me so tired. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, let me tell you how to get rid of that. You need to find someone that actually is beneficial to you. Okay, they have knowledge that you want, you have things in common, and they got money. So you'll be able to tolerate them, if they're interesting. So you need to focus on men that have similar interests and who are intelligent. Okay, some women don't like men because they're stupid and dumb, or they are one-track mind, or whatever. You need to find someone who has similar interests. That way, at least you can have a decent conversation, enough to get to the money. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Because like a lot of women are the same way. If you don't have anything in common, or that man is not impressive to you mentally, you're not gonna. It's gonna be too hard to fake it. So y'all need to find people that are in the same type of mindset, and it'd be easier to deal with them. That's all. Perhaps slightly older with more, knowledge. Men of the same age may be harder to deal with because they're kind of immature mentally. That's why I don't suggest it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Dang. Um, how to multiple providers without them finding out. Wigs and separate sides of towns. Going to places that other one would never go. Okay, y'all got to keep everything separate. Stay 3 steps ahead. Okay, if one don't eat spicy food, meet one at an Indian restaurant on the other side of town with your blonde wig on, with your, you know what I'm saying? They don't find out because you're 3 steps ahead. That man is saved under scam likely. So if he calls, scam likely. Sprinkle, sprinkle, and his contact is hidden. And Aunt Ethel needs your help. Okay, so when you're out with the other one, you're helping Aunt Ethel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Aunt Ethel needs to be the first thing you all start talking about. If you plan to date other people, I'm trying to give y'all the game. But since y'all are, I'm not trying to be mean to y'all, but y'all are asking questions that are super specific. And when I give you answers, you literally take them literally and you don't get creative behind how you do things. So this is how a lot of people catch on, because y'all are not creative enough to think 3, 4 steps ahead. And the best thing I can tell y'all to do is start playing chess. Get you a chess board. Learn how to play chess. It teaches you strategy, different ways to move, and how to anticipate other things. So you need to get off, you need to start reading and getting your brain power going, because if you're going to do this, you got to be creative and a couple of steps ahead. Okay. You can't just be dumb. So we need to have more creativity if we understand what it is we're doing. What are we doing? We're trying to get this money, right? What are we doing? Trying to get a man to believe everything we're saying to give us the money. What are we doing? We're trying to get a man to invest and to like us way more than we like them. Exactly. So how do we do this? With strategy, staying steps ahead, and starting from the beginning, working on what we want. Okay? That's how we do it. We are smart. We only play dumb. I have several books on Amazon. They're linked in the description bar. I got Too Pretty to Pay Bills. Okay. Just type in SheraSeven on Amazon. I got The Wisdom of SheraSeven right here. The quotes, affirmations, stuff to keep you on track. Hey, I bring nothing to the table, baby. This is the beginner's guide. Y'all need to get this. Y'all beginners. Then I have lifestyle like book. This is really good. A lifestyle book, coffee table book. Yours will be pink. This is the author's copy. Then I have a coloring book. It's an adult coloring book, or kids color, whatever. It's like lifestyle, self-care stuff, bougie stuff, beauty stuff, like girly stuff. So there's even pictures of me in there. All right. Some quotes too. Here's a little preview. So there's books on how to be like, common sense is common sense. You just have to be creative. You can't have someone tell you every little step of what you're going to do. If you're going to become good at this, you got to be creative. Okay. Women are naturally creative. Start using your mind. Get you a little journal, write down your lore, your fake lore. Okay. Get you a book, become an author, write down the fake lore of Aunt Ethel or whoever you gonna name her. Okay. Well, what's wrong with her? You got to be able to answer like this. Why does Aunt Ethel need your help? Where's the answer? Did you write it down? Did you create some real lore for Aunt Ethel? She's a character. Okay. So you got to make her as real as possible. Get you some pen and some paper, or type it up on your phone or type it up on your laptop. She has to be real. Okay. This is common sense. If you're going to have a fake character, it needs to have lore. Your baby daddy and provider is in Brazil. You can't wait for him to leave back to America. How to copy with the last days, how to cope with the last days without getting triggered. Think about all the other guys that have money that you're going to get to meet. Sprinkle, sprinkle with money. Plan your outfits, make up some Aunt Ethel lore. That's how. Focus on what you need to be doing instead. So while they're trying to trigger you and stuff, write your Aunt Ethel lore or Aunt whoever lore. Get your stuff in order so that you get this money. Okay. Stop worrying about that stuff. Okay. A Platinum Elite, the Dusty says, ask your chat who can steal stuff for a man. I need rental car in her name first. Okay. So you can't get your own car? You Dusty. Okay. Thank you, Chris N, by the way. Okay. So Pick Misha, Platinum Elite is looking for you. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hope y'all find each other. A mess. All right. So I don't mean to be mean to y'all, but y'all have to understand chess, not checkers. Creativity, staying 3 steps ahead and getting this money. Now think about it. And now I'm going to tell y'all something. By doing all of this, you're literally going to become very smart, very creative, very efficient. You're going to be able to see so much that you didn't see before. So you're literally going to evolve into a higher minded individual. Okay. When you start doing what I'm telling y'all to do. All right. Is it okay for a lady to make the first move on a dating app? If you want to be seen as a woman who makes the first move on a dating app, you know what that means, right? Let me tell you. From a male's perspective, it means you're desperate, you're eager, you're trying to offer them something. That's what it means to a man. Okay? Because if you are a beautiful creature and you're a woman to put on a pedestal and you are special and you know your value, you're not going to be soliciting people's DMs. Okay? You're on the menu. You're not the free chicken on a toothpick in the food court. So, is it okay to offer your free piece of chicken to somebody when you should be on the menu of a 5-star restaurant? For them to definitely be impressed by? Or are you going to go approach someone first with a toothpick or with a free piece of chicken on it. What I'm saying is we attract, we don't chase. Even on dating apps. I don't even believe in dating apps. That's the worst place you could actually be. But if you're going to be on them, do not hit them up first. Okay, it's a bad look. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Why haven't they, if they were attracted to you and they've scrolled past you a few times, why didn't they want to talk to you? Okay, now answer that question. Why didn't they want to talk to you? If they may have seen you and they say, oh, well, she's very beautiful, but she might not like me. Now think about this. If you are very beautiful and he says, oh, she might not like me, so I'm not going to text her. And then you text first, then what is he going to think? She's out of my league. Why does she like me? What does she want from me? He's going to be suspicious from the start because beautiful women don't chase. Now, if he scrolls past you 5 or 6 times, and Pick Misha didn't hit him up 5 or 6 times and boosted his ego, he might be feeling kind of special. And then he might have a few drinks, Pick Misha all up and through his DMs, and guess who he's going to have the confidence enough to maybe finally DM? You, if he thinks that you're cute. Now, I don't believe in dating apps, but I understand how people think, and I understand what people do on them dating apps. So you do not approach first, ever. Okay, let him get his confidence up. Let Pick Misha build his confidence up by approaching first. And he see you, if he likes what you see, Pick Misha gonna boost that ego up so much he gonna think he look good. Because Pick Misha over there in his DMs first and foremost, he's gonna say, well, you know what? I might look good enough for her. This other Pick Misha over there got, she's kind of similar, but she's a little bit desperate. So let me see if I can hit her up. Let me see if this is real. Then he's going to have enough courage to hit you up, and you're going to be the one that he sought after. You're more special than Pick Misha, who's all up in his DMs, being desperate. You see? So never approach. Always attract. They like you, they're going to come get you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said dating apps equals men below poverty line. Yeah, I don't like dating apps. I don't know why y'all still on them. You're a nobody that dated 3 American provider something app. You never move first. Yes, Chris, tell them never ever talk to them first. It's giving desperate. It's giving what's missing. It's giving what's the game. Like it's giving suspicion if you look good. Now, if you ugly, they know why you over there. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, just think about it from a male's perspective. If you're a beautiful woman, if you approach them first, they're gonna have 3 thoughts. Okay, why are you in their DMs if you look so good? What's wrong with you? Why are you pursuing this old man or this man? Like, what's the catch? They're supposed to be pursuing you, so don't do it. You said we want to have fun with them. What if we want to just have fun with them? Make sure you're having fun with their money too. Okay? Did you hear what I said? Because some of y'all gonna be having fun with these men and they're gonna be broke, and then it's not gonna be no fun when you have a little kid running around looking for money. Okay? So just in case, make sure they got some money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And think about this. If you're talking about having fun on a dating app, just talking back and forth to them, and how desperate and lonely do you have to be on a dating app talking to a stranger for fun? Whom you've never met. Okay, think about that. Why? If you're such a hot commodity, why are you on a dating app being bored with another person when you could be going out on a date, being spoiled? It's not, it doesn't add up. What do you think about body count for a man? What do I think about body count for man, woman, women or men? Okay. I think you left the W off. So I'm going to just assume you said woman. Okay. Women should be able to do whatever they want, just like a man and a gay man does. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So if a gay man body count don't matter and a straight man body count don't matter, why should a woman's body count matter? Let me tell you why. Because money, it's always going to be about the money. The man asking you about your body count doesn't have enough money to make up for his pocket peanut. Okay. He's got a pocket peanut. You know what that is, right? He's afraid he's not going to be able to roll around on the mattress with you and make you happy. Okay. So he's going to know how many cucumbers you've been with, how many peanuts you've been with, and if you've been with a cucumber lately. If you've been with a cucumber lately, or if you've had lots of cucumbers, his little pocket peanut ain't going to do nothing for you. Okay. So he's nervous. He's got performance anxiety with his pocket peanut. So that's why body count in women with men that have pocket peanuts is a major issue. Right? Sometimes you got to read between the lines, okay? Because I asked the gay guy earlier, or they answered me, and they said men don't care about your body count as a man because it's different, you know? But when you had a pocket peanut and comparing it to a giant cucumber, you know, that man feels some sort of way. So he wants to know, are you going to laugh at his attempts? Are you going to be rolling your eyes and scrolling on your phone while he's doing the work and sweating on the mattress, or what? So that's why it matters to men. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It's just an indicator that he has a pocket peanut. Because most men with money who can overcompensate with jewelry, direct deposit, cars, and property don't care if they got a pocket peanut, because you're going to stay anyway. Okay. But see, a man that doesn't have much and he got a pocket peanut, he's worried. So he's going to ask you the dumb, stupid question about body count. All right. So as soon as a man asks you about body count, you know he broke with a pocket peanut. Okay. And very insecure. Mm-hmm. So let's have the conversation. So let's say you're on a date or you're talking to some broke pocket peanut dude, right? He says, "What's your body count?" You're like, "Oh, well, I have to think about that." You'll get him nervous. Well, this is how you make him mad. Because if you don't ever want to talk to this dude again, if you really want to make him mad, because you know that's the wrong question, and you just want to see his reaction to the answer, this is what you need. This is what you say. Well, I don't count the little ones, so pause right there. Look at his face. You're going to know if his is a pocket peanut or a cucumber as soon as you tell him you don't count the little. Hey, girl. You out? Okay. Have a good day. Love you. Thank you, Lady Deb. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate you, girl. Okay, so as soon as he asks, "What's your body count?" and you say, well, I don't count the little ones. Look at his face. It's either going to drop and fear, or he's going to be like, he's going to laugh, which means he got the cucumber. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. So the man with the cucumbers really don't ask for body count. The man with money and a pocket peanut don't care what your body count is. The broke ones with the pocket peanut, they want to know because they finna spend their hard-earned money on you for dinner. And they have nothing else to compensate. They want you to know, they want to know your body count so they can treat you like trash. Okay. Thank you, Mary Jose. Actually, they can't treat you like trash if they got a pocket peanut. You know, treating you like trash with the pocket peanut in their pocket is a way of boosting their ego because they don't have a cucumber. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all want to get into the psychology of it? Okay. Let's say you walking around with a pocket peanut, right? They're insecure. This is what they work it with. Okay.
Oh, what's your body count?
Oh, I don't count the little ones. Well, just give me a number. Give me a figure. Oh, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7. You're gonna be like, 7, and this is all they're working with, and this is what you're counting. This is cucumber. This is pocket peanut. So when you say you don't even count the little ones, and you're counting these, of course they want to make you feel bad because this is all they're working with, and they don't got no money, so they can't even overcompensate. So when a man asks you, "Oh, what's your body count?" and you say, "Oh, I don't count the little ones," and this is their size, and this is what you're counting, and you said 7, all hope is lost. They don't even have enough money to distract you from this. Okay, so this is why they ask you, ladies. They got pocket peanuts. Okay, you see the difference, baby? This is why they're insecure. This is why they ask you. This is why they ask you. It's like, you don't even count these. Like when someone says, "Oh, let me see your perfume collection." Are you grabbing this? Are you grabbing the full size, baby? Let me ask y'all a question. Shera, show me your perfume collection. If I grabbed about 5 of these, y'all gonna be mad at me. Well, let's start with I don't even know what this is. Hold on. Oh, this is Chanel. Then all y'all gonna be like, "What's that one? I can't see it. What perfume is that? What did she say?" Somebody type it in a comment. Okay. We don't count these. Okay. This is free samples, baby. Just don't even count. Just like little pocket peanuts don't count. That's why the man will ask you your body count. Okay, because pocket peanuts do not count. Now, this is my perfume collection. Well, look at Cartier. We got some Joe Malone here. We're not counting this, baby. This is not a part of the collection. So that's why they're insecure. That's why they ask you for body count, because they already feel bad because they're not part of the collection. Nobody's counting them. When a woman says when a man says what's your body count, they don't even get counted. That's sad, right? They're not even a part of a woman's body count that they've been with. So of course they feel insecure. Of course they want to make you feel bad to boost their little ego. Y'all got to get into the psychology of it, because that's what it is. It's like they don't even get counted when they roll around on a mattress. That's pretty sad. But they need to have some money. This ain't it. Okay. Smell good. Shoot. So yeah, that's the answer to the question about the body count. Little PP syndrome. You said what? We don't count the ones who don't get us there either. Okay. Good for you. Then it's gonna be even lower. Okay. These guys out here, they're just mad because they didn't get counted. This is girl math. Look. Here's my calculator. I finally got an extra. You get a calculator. Your girl math. So if I gotta do an inventory of all my perfumes, I'm not counting the samples. I'm not counting the little ones. What about when you are out at the nice dinner, enjoying the ambiance, and an older potential with money asks, "Why am I single?" Okay, this is what you say. "Hi, how are you this evening?" "Oh my gosh, Who says that I'm single? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, well, you're sitting here all alone. Yes, I am. Well, I'm in a long distance relationship. That means I'm practically single, but I'm in a long distance relationship. Shoot your shot. How much money you got? Because that can be ended with one phone call, sir. Oh, you're available, but you're not available. You're in a relationship, but you're not in a relationship. They can have you if they got the money. Okay? They can make you leave that other man if they pay them bills. And they are present. So just lie. Like, oh, you know what? Who says that I'm single? Oh, you mean why am I here by myself? Like, I'm in a long distance relationship. Then like, well, you know those never last. Well, I've heard that. He connected on LinkedIn, endorsed your skills, and set a date on an exclusive speakeasy. I never met him. I don't even do online dating. We have mutuals and he's legit. But how do I lie about my profession? I don't trust it. What is your profession, ma'am? The Slooty Booty building system? You create the lore. You ain't got no website. Tell them that they're working on a website. Okay? Huh? I'm having to work on the website. I don't know what kind of job you got or what kind of profession you have, but they always working on the website, ma'am. He only makes triple six figures a year. Should I even be bothered? Free food, baby. He speak easy. Observe the guys that are in the speakeasy. Maybe you go back there another time and pick up somebody that has more money. Like, especially if you like, okay, oh my gosh, every man in here has money. I know where I'm coming back to tomorrow. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know what I'm saying? He's probably going to bring other women there. So maybe go at a different time. Also, I mean, it's free food, it's free drinks. Honestly, if it's not free food, why can't he invite you to dinner? Or drinks? Is he just trying to get you drunk so he can roll around on the mattress with you? Dinner is more impressive. So why don't you suggest that instead? Be like, you know what? That sounds really nice. And maybe we can go there. But shouldn't we go to dinner first? I can't drink on an empty stomach. Sprinkle, sprinkle. At least get some food out of them, girl. Thank you, Molita, for being a member. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get some food out of them. It's like you can't drink on no empty stomach. Okay. So your business hasn't launched yet. They're working on a website. Exactly. How often did I go to that bar until my husband approached you? A lot. My friend was the bartender there. She actually worked there. So I would always go and visit her and visit them. You know, the people that worked there. My friend was the bartender. So whenever I was bored or in the area, I would just stop by, say hi to my bestie at the time. And that's how I met. My husband is just sitting at a bar, chilling, minding my business by myself. Okay. So, and it was like on a random night, like a Tuesday. It wasn't on a weekend or nothing. Thank you, Terry, Leon, Sprinkle, Sprinkle, Tari, for being a member. Yep. I'm getting ready to go in a few minutes, though. Does this work for older women like 40s and up? You sure does. The woman he was talking to before he made his way over to me was older. If I hadn't come in, she might have been the one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. There weren't that many people there. So he was literally talking to another woman when I walked in, and I just sat down. He excused himself and came on over here. See, when you can attract, maybe you can take them away from the other ones. Gotta look good though. So basically, if you look good, yeah. Speak easy at the Four Seasons in downtown Houston. Will do. Thank you. Okay, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Are you in Houston, girl? All right. You gonna be at the Four Seasons, girl? That's where Michael Jackson stayed when he used to stay when he came to Houston. How do I know this? Once you attract them and get their number, then what? They're supposed to get your number, baby. You can get theirs after they get yours. They're supposed to get your number so they can call you like a gentleman and invite you somewhere. Then what? Then you wait for them to invite you on a date. That's what. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can exchange numbers, but they need to give you theirs first. I mean, you need to give them yours first. They need to ask for yours, period. You said you're losing power and he is showing a little less of emotion. Well, then totally start ignoring him and get dressed, get cute, and go do something for yourself and keep ignoring him until he needs to beg for your attention back, okay? Men get tired when women are too clingy and needy. Let them miss you. Let them chase. Let them miss you and let them chase, okay? Get off of them. Literally. Let them breathe. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What's the biggest mistake you see people make that stops them from leveling up? Making excuses. Making excuses stops everybody from doing so many things. So if you have an excuse, that's why. That's why you can't do what you got to do, because there's an excuse in your way. If you only are solution oriented and you're a problem solver, nothing will stop you from leveling up. Okay? Same thing with men. That's the difference between broke men and men that have money. Excuses. So get your money up, men and ladies. Stop making excuses for your level up. Just keep going. Don't give up. It's better to keep going than to just give up altogether. What if his colleagues keep pushing him on you? His colleagues does he got some money? He better have some money. Okay, provider boyfriend said you're mean, broke up with you after you embarrassed him after he acted disrespectful to me in public. He texted me and asked why am I like this. Cash app time, baby. Re-entry fee time. When he texts you after y'all done broke up, he can't talk to you until he cash apps you. So send him a cash app request. And in the little note, say, for a conversation. Be like that some more. And if he really wants to know the answer, he'll put some cash app in there. If it's $1 or $2, send another one that says not enough. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say he declined the request. Well, then he has nothing to say to you then. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right? He has nothing more to say. If he doesn't want to pay, he has nothing to say. You see, men will break up with you, go do what they want to do. When they realize ain't nothing else better, then they come crawling back for free and y'all let him back in. He don't really want you back. If he did, he would have paid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He's saying, why are you like this? All he's trying to do is provoke you into getting emotionally upset so that you can go back and forth with him, so he can energy exchange with you, so that he can leave you upset and bothered, questioning, why are you like that? And why can't you make anything work? You know, da, 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 da. All he's doing is trying to get your emotional energy. What you need to do is keep sending that cash app request. Okay? Then you're going to get his emotional energy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They cannot get anything out of you until you get what you need out of them. By the time he puts enough money in there, he's going to know why you're like that, because you know your value. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You don't even have to tell him. Say, just keep asking him for money. He'll figure it out. That's why you're like that, because you know your value and you don't take no disrespect because you know your value. And if he wants to waste your time, he got to pay. All right. Just get the money, man. See how much he really likes you. And if you're bold enough to send him the Cash App request, he knows you probably did it, sent a cash request to some other guy and they probably paid. So now he's thinking, well, who gave her this idea? Why is she sending me a Cash App? Is the other guy sending her Cash Apps? See, the less you say, the more they think, the more they're going to be in their head, the less you tell them. This is why I tell y'all to speak less. The less you speak about anything you're doing, the more a man is in his head about you. The more they start obsessing over you, the more they think about you because you're not giving them the answers that they're asking for. So now they're going to just start to be like, oh my gosh, what is she doing? Why is she calling me back? Why is she giving me this Cash App? Why is she like this? I don't know. Now you're on their mind 24/7. Okay. So speak less, know your value, keep your standards, be obsessed with yourself, and they'll be soon to follow. You just send them a Cash App request and say to talk. Or you can be slick with it and say to waste my time. You can put that in the little note, to waste my time. Like, I'm finna do this for free. You're finna talk to me and waste my time for free. To waste time. He knows I like money. He will be like, are you just using me? You don't cook, clean, or anything. So yes, I do like money and I don't like cooking and cleaning. So do you have another question? Okay, if you ask anybody on the street, would you rather get some money, cook, or clean? They're gonna be like, get some money. Okay. Would you rather me give you some money, or would you rather cook and clean? This is a hard one. Let me see. Get some money. Why do you need me to cook and clean for you? They got maid services. They have DoorDash, and they have all these different places that send you freshly cooked chef meals. Why do you need me to do it? Because if I do it, I'm going to put extra salt in it and I'm going to burn it. So what you want? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Young guy is very generous, but keeps bringing up marriage, and I don't see myself marrying someone my age. How do I dodge it while still getting money? Long engagement. Get the ring. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, you know what? Marriage is so, I don't know. If I look, never say yes. If I were ever to get married, I would want this type of ring. If I were to ever get married. He thinks you're dropping hints and clues, but you just telling him what kind of ring you like. Get the ring. He's going to propose with a ring if he's got money. Then you have a long engagement. And once you catch him micro cheating or cheating, you can call it off and keep the ring. Because you know he's going to do it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Have a very long engagement. And once you catch him cheating, you have every right to keep that ring, man, and move along. Some of y'all don't know how to get this jewelry out here. And have a long engagement. And when you catch him cheating, end it. You know they will. Sometimes guys rush women into marriage because they know they're going to cheat. And they want to hurry up and just get in the marriage so they can cheat in peace. But if you have a fake, somebody said a fake engagement. If you have a long engagement and make them wait and do right so you can see who they really are and collect your jewelry, it's going to be hard, right? I don't know if they need a green card or something, but young men, they don't usually rush into marriage unless they're hiding something. So get your ring and have a very long engagement. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And then hopefully you can bust them. You're going to have to go through it. All right. Look, keep hope alive and keep getting that money. How do you decide if someone is worth your time? If they're paying some bills and if they're adding value to my life, if they're benefiting me some way, are they beneficial? Are they beneficial? Yes. Are they beneficial? Then they're adding value to your life. So they might be worth your time. If they're not doing anything for you, if they're not beneficial, if there's nothing good coming out of the situation, waste of time. Why do men like women they can control? So that they can go talk to other women. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got a pet that's well trained. You can go, you can leave them at home and make sure they don't tear up the place or act stupid while you out doing whatever you want to do. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. How to get a supercar as a gift from a man. Make sure he got supercar money to give away. Make sure he's rich enough first. If he is, then tell him that's what you want for your birthday. Tell him that's your dream car. Put it on your vision board. Put it as your screensaver. The targets are out there getting money with your you said at home getting typing away. Y'all are silly. Okay, so yeah, y'all be out right now freestyling. True. Shera, you met this really rich guy, but it feels like he's too old for me. What should I do? You're 25 versus 65. Girl, get in the wheel. That's what you should do. Work your way into that wheel, to that insurance policy as the beneficiary. He's probably not going to be able to do too much. Okay, I don't know, you met him, he's probably got, I don't know, is he a healthy 65 or an unhealthy 65? That all depends. Okay. You said you go to sleep and then wake up with money in your account. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Meanwhile, you ladies spread your legs for money like prostitutes. Who doing that? Well, who's paying them? The people that can afford it? You mean they're investing money into women that they actually like and want to impress while you go to sleep with your paycheck to paycheck pocket peanut and wake up with the same amount of money as you went to sleep with? Wonderful. It's one stream of income hanging by a thread, pocket peanut type of dude. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When I go to sleep and when I wake up, my account is higher every night. You got to go clock in somewhere, pocket peanut. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's their new nickname now. Any man who tries to down a woman for her standards is pocket peanut from now on, because we already know the psychology behind it. Okay? Welcome in, pocket peanut. How are you? Yes. How does it feel to have a pocket peanut? I don't know, because I'm a woman. Does it feel like this? Like when someone asks about my perfume collection, do you feel sad when I grab this bottle and it says this one doesn't count? This is a sample. Let me see your perfume collection. Let me grab this. Oh, these don't count. So, pocket peanut. Pocket peanut. Okay. Y'all see, they keep coming in and trying to do the worst when they working with a pocket peanut. Boy. If I hear the term pocket peanut in a song, I'm going to be so happy. Okay. Shera merch idea, pocket peanut. No, we're going to keep it PG. But thank you, man. That would be funny. I should have like a more sinister line. I'd have to use a different sprinkle, sprinkle. I'll have a separate sinister line. Okay. Mm-hmm. You said women know within seconds of seeing you if they're physically attracted to you. That's because they can't see your pocket peanut. If y'all were to walk around naked like they did in the old days, they would know within 1 second of seeing you if you could do something for them or not. Okay. You're right. You can look good up here, but when it comes down to the nitty gritty, it's not gonna matter. They're gonna be like, oh, what a waste. You know what I'm saying? They're like, he's cute, but he got a pocket peanut. Y'all don't know how many times I got that in my consultation. He's cute. He's nice. He's like so perfect, but he has a pocket peanut. Well, then my next question is, does he have money? Does he got money, girl? No, girl. I'm so sorry. If the answer is yes, girl, who cares? Roll around on a mattress with him, fake it. Get his money. Okay? Fine. You ain't gonna feel it anyway. It don't even count. Sparkle. You said, what's a pocket peanut? Y'all know what a pocket peanut is. Come on. Let me just say a peanut versus a cucumber. There you go. Sometimes you can't define something unless you compare it to something else. So imagine a peanut versus a cucumber, and there you go. Anyway. Sure, he said he was divorcing. I found out he lied. I already knew. I acted hurt and blocked him. Okay, well, you should have got some money before you blocked him. Sprinkle. If he tries to come back around, re-entry fee, or just don't even bother with him. You know they all lie. Okay. You said you at the gym and you just laughed out loud. If they don't feel it, it don't count. It don't. Shoot, sprinkle. You said if you're not smashing on the first date, first hangout, one night stand, she is much more likely to see you as a trick. That is hilarious. You know you dusty. So if she's not smashing on the first date and hangout and the night stand, what y'all doing on the first date? Like, where did you take her? Where y'all hanging out? At the park? All right. Is her name Pygmisha? He does this every month, says, for wasting my time to come back after a week instead of just admit. Okay, well, keep getting his money, man. Show that you don't care and you only want his money. He's always going to be wrong, but men have egos, so just collect their money. Why do you care if he's, you know he wrong, he know he wrong. He ain't going to say it, just get his money. All right? That's all men have left is their ego. That's all they got, their pride and their ego. Let them keep that and get their money. Thank you, Annerly. Sprinkle for being a member. Just get the money, man. We don't care about how they feel. Their ego is intact to protect them. Just get their money. You said, how would you like it if a man just married you for your body and not your personality or anything else? Don't all men marry you for your body and not your personality or anything else? Because they don't be listening to you anyway. You could be talking to, oh my gosh, the sky's falling and there's a red car flying through the air. They won't hear you. They're gonna be on a video game or watching men run around in tights on a field chasing other men in balls. You know, they're not gonna hear what you say. You could talk till you're blue in the face. They didn't hear a word you said. So, do men really marry women for their body? Most likely, yes. Sometimes they marry them for free maid service and laundry service. Okay. They do. Because let me tell you, a woman's personality will change after marriage if you don't do what you're supposed to be doing as a husband anyway. So marrying her for her personality don't mean nothing if you're not going to do what you got to do. You're not going to provide. You're not going to do this. Her personality going to change overnight. And sprinkle, especially when y'all create a child together and you're not super helpful. If you don't become super helpful, if you don't become the right type of dad and father and husband you're supposed to be while this woman is pregnant, her whole personality is going to change. Thank you, Annerly. Thank you, girl. So these dudes are only marrying you based on what you look like and what your personality is today as a single woman. Prior to having kids, prior to having a grown, able-bodied man in the house that's not doing enough, it's going to change if you don't do what you're supposed to be doing. So marrying a woman for her personality doesn't always pan out if you're not going to do what you're supposed to do. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. But by nature, you're a provider as a man. You have a bigger, stronger, more muscular body that endures labor longer than women. So by nature, you are a provider. So if you can't do the one job that your body is created and equipped to do, you're able to handle stress easier than a woman is. Your body is literally chemically and physically built to work longer and more than a woman's is. So if you can't do your one job that you was put on earth to do, which is provide, work and provide for your family, for your woman, do you think naturally she's going to see you as a man? She probably not. She's going to be like making excuses for you, rolling her eyes whenever she talk about you, wishing she could have done better. You don't want to be that. Okay. Mm-hmm. How to make a man you think you have options other than them? Look good. Everywhere you go, look good. Every day, every way, look good. Every time you leave your house, look good. Every time you go somewhere, look good. That's how. Mm-hmm. You don't have to tell them a thing. They already know if you look good, people are going to approach you outside. They already know. And that you have plenty of options to choose from if you should want one. You might already have one. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you work out at 6 a.m. every day. When is the last time you fatties worked out? How much money do you have? When did you go to work? You know what? A woman will take 6 figures before she takes a 6-pack any day. Where's your money? Who you getting in shape for? Pick Misha? Somebody in your own tax bracket? Or less? Your husband never listens, but he provides. Good for you, Scarlett. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, as long as he's providing, girl, he don't have to listen. Because I wouldn't be listening to him either. Do what you want. All right. If you're in the gym at 6 a.m., wonderful. But when did you go to work? Where's your money? Are you at Planet Fitness or are you at Equinox? Where's the gym you go to? All right. We'll probably never run into each other if you're at Planet Fitness. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You in there with them purple machines? You looking like Barney up in there. Okay. You said Dusty Fitness. Y'all are a mess. I'm reading some of these comments. Y'all are hilarious. Okay. Anyway, y'all are silly. I'm about to go because y'all are acting silly in these comments. You was shooting hoops yesterday morning. It was hot as fudge in Texas. I had shirt off, and there was a half a dozen cars of ladies watching me hoop. Once I put shirt on, they left. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so we know you broke. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for the visual. Broke this. Okay, so you went to the park, which is free. You shot a ball into a hole. Wonderful. Bunch of pygmies was looking at you and then left. Thank you, Lady Death, for sprinkle. That sounds like goals as a man. You know what? Not no money, not no second, third stream of income, but some pygmies staring at you through their car windows while you at a park for free. How old are you? Are you even legal? Sound like somebody in high school. Oh well. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Should you accept money from a broke man? No. Don't never take money from the poor. They will chase you down for $20. Okay? Tell them to keep their money. No, you keep it. You need it more than I do. Don't take money from the poor. I don't believe in that. Let them keep their little money. Get it from somebody that got it. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. If you got to take money from the poor, okay, why waste your time and energy when you could be getting some money from somebody that actually has it to give, and more where that came from. You take money from somebody poor. That's the last time you getting money. This needs to become a habit. You need to be getting money and making them give you money as a habit, so they have to have it. Thank you, Brill. Thanks for being a new member. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said broke activities, bawling shirtless. Broke activities, bawling shirtless. Yeah. Okay. I think they're gone. Good. Look. If you're young, wonderful. Have fun. Stay in school. All right. Thank you, April. Appreciate you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do you do if you are cohabitating with a provider who takes care of things around the house and all, but never directly give me money? Go date the other one that's going to give you some money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Wonderful. Where the other one, man? Mm-hmm. Where he think you supposed to be getting this money from? So how are you supposed to go to the store? Yeah, someone says ask for it. Yeah, say, you know what? I need some money. Give me some money. Ask for it like it's not a big deal. Ask for it like the answer is going to be yes. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so, oh my gosh, I need to go to the store real quick. Give me some money. If he answers you no, I'm not going to give you money. Okay, don't worry about it. I got to go to the store anyway. I'll figure out how to get some money. Be gone for a long time. When you get back home, have the stuff that you needed from the store. Then he's going to tap you on the shoulder so you can roll around on the mattress with him. And you're like, no. What? What do you mean? You told me no for money. So I'm telling you no for honey. Goodbye. Good night. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm on strike, baby. Mm-hmm. Be on strike until you get that money. Mm-hmm. Okay, so your boss takes you out and your friend out to dinner and do nice stuff and buys you stuff and takes you to football games. So he has money and wanted to fly us out first class and pay for the hotel, but we did not go. It was odd. Okay, he was trying to groom y'all into some DoorDash. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, that was too weird. He got too comfortable. You need to pay rent first. Thank you, Brielle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got too comfortable, girl. Got your Equinox membership on the rich side of town, making that money attraction husband wish. Wish me luck. Okay, girl, good luck. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Style abundance. I know that's right. I'm getting ready to wrap this up. So thank y'all, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Remember, when men ask inappropriate questions, it's because they are very insecure about a lot of things that we as women forget to consider. Okay? Like peanuts and cucumbers. Okay? Men act different when they're working with this versus this. Okay? They ask different questions. Men that ask this question versus these type of men, okay, their questions are going to be a little bit different. And how you clock it is pay close attention to how upset they get at your standards, how mad they get at certain answers to certain questions. So if a man asks you your body count, you can already know he's a pocket peanut, okay? Or he's trying to lower your standards so that he can reach them without having to do too much financially. Okay, so, and remember, if people say the more men that you've been with, the lower your value, how come it's not the same with gay men? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm gonna see y'all later. Bye.